What is up, everybody? Thank you for tuning in. We have the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Seattle Seahawks. And we have no producer tonight, so I'm doing this kind of old school, but I do have the graphics still because he has them all set up over here. So we're going to have some fun tonight. Come and hang out. I'm going to do something real quick. And there we go. We got that. And we are good to go. Here we go. I haven't watched a ton. I don't think I've watched any games of these teams this year. That's what's cool about doing all these live streams is I'm seeing a lot more games because doing like the Packers content, you miss a lot because you're focused in on the Packers more than anything else, obviously. But here we go. Hammer to chat. Let's have some fun tonight. I think I got this too high because I can't see part of the TV, but it's going to be a good one. Thanks for tuning in live. Let's see where we got 30 people watching across all the places, you know what I mean? One person on Twitch right away. And here comes the producer right here. He said, I will be back. Yeah, for the Packer game, we're going to have Mr. Producer back. It's going to be a good game. And here comes the kickoff over here. We're going to have a return from about the 2-yard line to the 10, 15, getting past the 20. Ain't got a lot of room over there. It's going to be just past the 25-yard line. But Steve will be back this week for the Packer game. It's going to be a good game. It's going to be a good stream. Sunday Night Football. It's going to be fantastic. What time is it? What time is it when? Right now? 7:15. Kyle Murray, he's 2-8. That's not really good, you know what I mean? First down and 10. Offense going to start this thing. Kyle Murray's going to be in shotgun. I don't like their uniforms. They look like, I don't know, they're kind of dirty. Here we go. He's going to be in shotgun. Empty backfield. He's back to throw. Quick pass left side. And that's going to be a little screen. And that's going to be about 7-8 yards. That's to Harrison. I think I have him on my prize picks. That's another thing. On the Packers stream, Sunday night, we're going to be doing 3 giveaways. We're giving away a hoodie, one of these hoodies, or whatever hoodie you want from my store. We're giving away a beer glass. And just like this one right here. Or like we have other ones too. And then we're doing a giveaway on some stickers. So you got to be watching to be in the giveaway. We're going to figure out like how we're going to pick people. But here we go. Murray's going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his right. He's back to throw. Looking. Throws it left side. It's going to be a first down. He's going to go to about the 40-yard line. Seattle by 7. Yeah, I didn't ask people score predictions. But, yeah, I mean, I don't know. This is a tough one. I think I might have picked Arizona in this one. I forget who I picked. I want to think I picked Arizona. I can check, too, during commercial and whatnot. Hey, Matt, I'll be watching, but maybe not the whole game. Hey, I appreciate that. Hopefully you're in when the giveaways are going down. Here we go. We got Kyle Murray. He's going to be on the center from about the 40-yard line. He's going to hand this thing off up the middle. Nowhere to go. He's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, so that's going to be nothing on first down. Go, Pack, go. Appreciate you, Aaron. Brandon says, do you think Sam Darnold will be good for Seattle? Yeah, I think he will. I think he's a good quarterback. He did good in Minnesota. I think he's a functional quarterback. He can get he can get you some wins. Second down and 10. We'll see though. Like he needs they had a good thing in Minnesota. He needs, but I think he's got that. Here we go. We're gonna have a handoff. Oh no, it's play action. Kyle Murray keeps the scamper 3 yards on the left side. Third down. Got my tickets for the Packers-Giants game today. Are you still planning on coming to the East Coast for the game? Oh, yes, I definitely am. I got to work on some stuff like that ID that you need to fly. What is up, Mitch? How you doing? He says, hey, Matt, watching from Jersey. Go, Pack, go. Shout out to Jersey over there. You know what I mean? Here we go. Kyler Murray's going to be in shotgun. Third down and 7. I got to remember those graphics. That's why we got a producer usually. You know what I mean? Here we go. Murray's back to throw. He's rolling right. He's running out of time. Throws this thing up. He's got a man down there. Did he get this ball? No, I think it's going to be incomplete. And that's going to be 4th down and 7. Watch this. We still got graphics, baby. I just got to remember to do it. All right, we're going to have the punt team come on over here. We have all types of cool graphics. I never really look at them too closely. Dig into these and look at what the producer has over here when he's not around. Here comes the punt, 4th down and 7. And we're going to have a fair catch at about the 13-yard line. And that's where they're going to start this thing off. They're going to go to commercial. We'll hang out over here. On Saturday, a band my brother is in is playing at Stadium View bar, I believe. Yeah, Stadium View. They have lots of bands. Lots of bands going over there. It's a great time, dude. They have great bands, so they must be a great band, too. Maddie, happy Thursday night football. You know what I mean? It's a good day. I had off today. Slept in. Caught up on some sleep. Now we're here watching football. You fine people. You know what I mean? But yeah, so I think I picked Arizona. I'm gonna look at my my picks right now, so I know I'm rooting for the team that I actually picked. I don't think I'll be rooting for either of these teams, but I am curious. Dude, I never know how to get in theirs. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I picked Arizona. 29% of the land on CBS picked Arizona. So Seahawks are both 2-1. 71% of CBS land though thinks that Seattle's gonna win. So people picking Seattle, you're probably right, but we're gonna see. I like to go against the grain sometimes. You know what I mean? People going to Giants game live in New York or just like New York City. Oh, yeah, I don't know. I think a lot of people kind of travel to New York to go to different games because people, it's a reason to go to New York. That's what I think, anyways. That's what it seems like. But yeah, here we go. Arizona, Seattle. Let's see what they got. All right, let me get a drink here. That's my first beer right here. Probably won't be drinking too much tonight. Got it early. I work at 3:45 a.m. tomorrow. Usually I work at 4, but I got to go 15 minutes early because they got a meeting. And yeah, 15 minutes is something. 3:45 in the morning. That 15 minutes means something. The new Call of Duty is not out yet, so Kyler might play well. Yeah. Wasn't there? I forget the joke. I think wasn't he like live streaming? I remember kind of like the joke about that. I see that people talking about that a lot. But here we go, Arizona, showing the old desert over here, cactuses. I don't think I ever want to be in a place that has cactuses. Seems like a very thirsty type of place. But here we go, Seattle's offense. Sam Darnold. Let's see what he can do. They're 2-1. Last year had a Pro Bowl selection with the Vikings. So here we go, Sam Darnold. They're going to start in like a little pistol action on 1st and 10. Ball over that 16-yard line. He's going to be running it right side and nothing there. He's going to get right back to the line of scrimmage. Run by Walker. I did do some prize picks too. I could check on those later too. Chicken! Empty backfield over here, 2nd and 10. Back to throw, quick pass left side to his wide receiver, and that's gonna be our first down. Let me, dude. We got first down graphics. We gotta be using these. It's a lot better when the producer does. But yeah, we had a wide receiver screen and a lot of blockers down there. That's how you want to do it right there. Yeah, I don't like the Cardinals uniforms at all. I think they're horrible. Here we go. We're going to begin shit again now. Sam Darnold's got a man in motion. And he's going to be back. Looking to throw. Throws it right side. Another little type of screen. And that's going to be about a yard. So they're liking that right now, I guess. Yeah, they're I don't know. I don't like the white uniforms. They look weird, but it is what it is. Not my team. I don't care. All right, let's see what they got here. They're gonna be under center here now. Second down and 8. Ball about the 45-yard line, just short of the 45. And it's going to be a run up the middle. Nothing there, but he's still on his feet. Now he's trying to go left side, and he's going to lose a few yards on that. Yeah, he thought he was Barry Sanders for a second, thought he was going to make something happen, but that wasn't going to happen right there. uh, Now we're going to have ourselves a big third down right here. Both these offenses, they haven't got anything going yet. I like this big guy holding the sign. I can't hear you. People behind him like, I can't see. Third down and 10. 10 minutes to go in this first quarter. He's going to be on shake it. Empty backfield. He back to throw. Quick pass on a little slant there, and that's not going to be enough. The defense stands true. Dude, he almost fell forward for a first down. No, they're saying, what are they saying here? I think it's a defensive stop, but I'm not. I don't know why it took him so long to tackle him. So it's like a little slant. They have like 2 or 3 guys right there, and they're like dragging him forward. Like, I don't understand the tackling on this. You have to push him back the other way. So this is going to be 4th down and 1. That was a big defensive stop. But here we go. We're going to have shotgun going for it on 4th down. He's got a man to his left. He's going to hand the ball off to him. He's trying to run right side, and they stop it, dude. It's going to be a turnover on downs. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, I know. I was trying to find a different graphic, but these graphics are hard when you're like doing the comments and all that. But here we go. Big time stop over there. Oh, we got it. On Sunday, I think Ramage should shotgun a beer every time the Packers use the shotgun formation. I do not think so. What up, Greg? Hello, Matt from Strawberry Plains, Tennessee. Look for a big Packer bounce back win Sunday night. Who won the Packer Pro Shop gift card? The Packer Pro Shop gift card was won by Paul. I think I said his name wrong the first time. Paul Gully. But yeah, we got a winner. I'm sending it out tomorrow. I was supposed to today. Sub homie, how we doing, Jason? Thanks for popping in. They are the all right, now I think now we're caught up. I was up over here. Here we go. You're Nostradamus. My streaming service is about 30 seconds behind you, and your play-by-play. That's weird how that happened. How it's so much different. Kevin says, sucks getting old, having high bilirubin and blood. All right, that's a lot of big words over there. Just means liver has a problem. Sucks for drinks. What are we talking about here? Yeah, that was like, doctor words in there. All right, dude. While we're at this commercial over here, dude, let's talk about some stuff, we got some new shirts over here, you know what I mean? And, Packers playing Sunday night football. It's the Cowboys. Thank you, Jerry. I was wearing mine last night. Now, so this one that's Green Parsons one I'm wearing right here right now. But we got all types of good merch, so go check it out. BeMattRamage.com. And you're going to have a good time if you have shirts like this. And we're doing that giveaway, so some people are going to get a free one. But here we go. We have ourselves a 0-0 ball game. So they're checking out this replay over here. Yeah, dude, that defense just stood strong. That defensive line stayed in their spots. They just created a wall. He had nowhere to go. He had no chance on that. What is up, Philly boys in the building? Well, Phil, we have no producer tonight, so I'm gonna need you. We need those scoreboard reminders more than ever. Here we go. They're going to be, I think it was a pistol. It's going to be screen pass. Oh, knocked down by the defensive lineman. Was that Mafe? I don't know how to say his name. I ain't gonna lie, I'm not crazy familiar with the Seahawks team. Justin, peace out, dude. Thanks for stopping in. Hopefully, temporary for sure. Drinking in November. There you go, ball slapping right there. What's up, Philly boy? All right, here we go. 2nd down and 10. He's gonna begin shaking. He's got a man to his left. He's back to throw. He's looking. Kyler's got time. Now it's running up. Throws it. Intercepted. That's a turnover. He's running right side at the 45. He gets blasted down at the 47-yard line. Oh, my goodness. I think that ball is over. They're fighting for it. They're saying he got knocked out after the turnover, so this could be a double whammy turnover. Let me know what you think in the chat over here. What do we got? And they're calling it Arizona's ball, bro. So they throw an interception. He runs it back for a little bit, and then he fumbles it. Arizona gets the ball again. Let's check this replay. So Bryant, I think his own guy. I don't know. I think he might have been down, dude. I think he was down, dude. Because he was kind of like sliding down. All right, let's check this angle right here. So when does his butt kind of go down? I don't know. His arm gets hit before his butt hits the ground, but you can't see the balls out yet. What are we thinking, folks? So they're going to have this under review over here. Dude, hang on a second. We got to hit the graphics, baby. They're going to commercial. We'll stay here. Let me know. What do you think? What are we thinking this is? I'm going to leave that up there, too. You know what I mean? It looks good right there. Go, Pat. Go. What's up? Cardinals retain possession. But what do you think? Do you think that they're going to change anything here? You think the Cardinals keeping the ball? What are we thinking here? What a cluster of a play. Yeah, that was a wild, wild play right there. Well, that's a fun series of events. It was crazy. Like, whenever you see like turnovers and then they fumble the interception return, it's just crazy. But I'm kind of leaning that he's down by contact. But we got a review coming. It's right now. So positive yardage for the Cards. I think so. I was kind of thinking if the Cardinals do keep the ball, like where were they before? And now. Did they gain anything? But and who knows? I kind of think it's coming back. I think Seattle might get it though. Rule to fumble might stay that way. Yeah. I mean, it kind of like they're supposed they got to have conclusive evidence. So if they ruled it a fumble, I think more chance that'll keep it that way. But I don't know. I kind of think that it should be. I don't know. I didn't see enough replays either. Tough to say. Cannot see clear touch defensive player. Yeah, I don't think we see enough replays. I'm assuming they have more angles and all that than from what we've seen. Hey, Cheesehead, you worried about my Lions, buddy? I'm not at all. I'm not even thinking about them, but I know Lion fans are thinking about the Packers. You know what I mean? That's just kind of how it goes sometimes. But I'm not too worried. Got the Cowboys, Sunday Night Football. That's what I'm focused on right now. But here we go. We're going to see what they rule this thing. We can take that off there now. But, yeah, we're going to find out. But it seems like there are a lot of commercials. Like, this game just started. It's been, like, mostly commercials. It stands. It's a first down. First down for Arizona. What up, Kyle? How you doing? How we doing today? Yeah, they were down there celebrating the end zone. Preston Smith was on my podcast one time, and he was talking about that, like when the defense celebrates and they run down the field. He's like, bro, I'm not running down the field like that all the time. You got me running 50 yards to celebrate. He's like, we still got to play football. Here we go. Kyler Murray's going to be on the center. He's handing this thing off. They're running left side. He's got some room. He's at the 40. He's at the first down marker, and then he's going to get popped out of bounds. And they got a little stuff going on right here. All right. But yeah, they're showing that replay again. They'll be talking about that for a while. All right, here we go. Kyler Murray. They're going to be at the 35-yard line. So they got a nice field position right here. He's back to throw. He's got time. He's dancing around. Now he's rolling right. He's going to run. He's going to throw it off. And that's completed. And he makes a dude almost miss. And that's going to be about 5 yards. Oh, but we do have a flag on the play. I'm getting the hang of this. Let's see what they got here. Face mask on the defense is what they're saying. What is up? How you doing? How you doing? Thanks for jumping in here. Off topic, did you get rid of your pigeon? Did you try the fake snakes? No, I actually have fake snakes somewhere. I haven't seen them in the last couple of days, but they're around. I've heard them, but they were really bad. Where I'd walk on my porch and they like dive down at me. It was like an attack. We still got them out here. I mean, they'd be hanging around. You know what I mean? Here we go. Kyler Murray's gonna be in shotgun. Oh, this is a little trick play there. He flipped it right side, and that's gonna be only a couple yards. How many did he get? Yeah, I mean that was a little trickeration. I don't even know if I can explain that for people who didn't see it. Indeed they do, Piper said. If Piper said it, then you know it got said. You know what I mean? Second down and 7. Kyler Murray's going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his right. Now he's in motion. Now he's to his left. Now he's going back to his right. Did that trick everyone? Just run over there and come right back. All right, he's back to throw. He's looking, quick pass, and that's going to be completed to about the 12-yard line. And that's not enough, dude. That ain't enough. Hopefully see you at a game this season and get a photo together. Absolutely, Kyle. I'm not sure exactly what games they'll be at, but I'll be going to some games. 6:40 to go in this first quarter. I think I need Harrison. I think I might have took the under on him on the yards. I got to check my prize picks. Here we go. Third down and 5. Murray's going to be in shotgun. About the 11-yard line. Oh, I think they jumped, but you got to, are there, yeah, I thought that there was going to be flags here. False start on the offense. False start on the offense over here. 0 fantasy players on either team. Carefree game. Life is good. Yeah, hey, dude, I should have checked my fantasy. I might have screwed up. I don't think I have anyone on either of these teams. Third down and 9. And that's what we had there. We had a false start over here. All right, here we go. Kyle Murray, I think he's trying to switch some stuff over here. He's going to be in shotgun. Can they get something over here? They got 9 yards to go. They need to go down to the 6. He's back to throw. He throws it. That's going to be a quick slant. He gets hit immediately trying to get something happening here. Even the whole defense still moving to about the 10-yard line. That's not going to be enough. And that's going to be 4th down, dude. Here comes we have a field goal attempt over here. Kyle Murray looks upset on the sideline. Dude, those jerseys are horrible. If you're gonna have white, just have it be white. I don't understand like the specs, like they want it to look dirty. That's just weird. But here we go. We have a 27-yard field goal attempt. All right. We're gonna have delay a game offense. It was only a 27-yard attempt, so getting brought back 5 yards isn't crazy, but I don't know. I don't think that's what you want to do. 32-yard field goal attempt now. What we got going on here, dude? We got more play stoppage. The refs are chit-chatting. All right, so the resetting the play clock. Fans are booing. Like, I don't know what the refs are doing. They just like totally halted the game. But all right, here we go. Now the 32-yard field goal attempt is going to be up. Or not up yet, but underway over here. Let's see if he's got what it takes to kick the 32-yarder. Ball's up, and it is good. And that's going to be 3-0. The Cardinals take the lead. And this very exciting ball game we got over here. Now they're at commercial. All right. Scoreboard. I remember that time. I got a lot of stuff going on over here. I need these reminders. I'll be in Glendale, Arizona at the Packer game on October 19th. Go Pack. All right. Represent down there. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, talking about their jerseys. Keep squinting looking at their jerseys. Yeah. I think their jerseys or something. A way to duck that kick, Matt. You know, that thing got me a few times. You start to learn your lesson. Shout out to the producer, because obviously now we see how much better it is when he handles the graphics. He obviously makes them all. We're going to have some really fun live streams, me and him working together, and we started to like figure stuff out, you know. It's going to be awesome. So stay tuned. He'll be there for the Packer game. So the Packer live stream is going to be fun. We got some good stuff planned. Just checking in, had Wi-Fi issues, but it should be fixed now. But just wanted to say I got stopped by someone that said to me, "Why are you wearing Packer stuff when your team doesn't play today?" I said, "It's Packers season, 365 a year." Dude, I wear Packer stuff. I mean, I wear like my own stuff too. But here we go. We're going to have a return from the 5-yard, 10, 15. He's at the 20. He's trying to find some room. He does not find it, down to about the 22. But yeah, I never get that because, like, whatever, if you're a football fan, like, I wear Packer stuff, like, you know, year round, even in the offseason. I mean, I don't think that's weird. I think it's pretty normal. I mean, this is from my store, but it's still, I guess, Packers, you know, Green Bay Parsons, which is funny. That's like a funny thing. But here we go. We're gonna have a commercial break, and we will be right back. I think. No, we're back right here. 1st and 10. I thought they were going to commercial. We are not. Here we go. They're gonna be under center. 23-yard line to start their top play action. He's looking right side, no, left side actually, and I think he's gonna get the first down. And there we go. They start this thing off right out the gate with the first down. I want to see some points being scored here. So far, neither of these teams particularly scare me. What are you thinking? Here we go. Sam Darnold. He's under center, but he's going to switch some stuff up. Now he's still under center. He's got a man in the backfield starting at the 35-yard line. He tosses it left side. He tries to make someone miss, runs into his own man, but he's going to get enough for the first down. No, he's not. Sorry about that. I don't think he did get the first down. You got the graphic anyways. 3:47 to go in this first quarter. And it's going to be 2nd down and 1. Need to move those trains. I think he might be ahead of me. Let's see what we got here. Seahawks are going to be in shotgun, 2nd down and 1. All right, he's going to hand this thing off. He's going to try to bounce this thing right side. He's got room. That's going to be a first down to a 45, 40, 35. And he's ran out of bounds. Big time first down play right there, buddy. Oh, hang on. I got to see. That's a problem with that. You know what I mean? We technically don't know about the pants. You know what I mean? They could have other reasons. That was a beautiful run right there. That was a good play. All right, we'll get right back to this comment here. Here we go. They're going to be on this center. He's going to run this thing, trying to go up the middle, left side a little bit. He makes some dudes miss, and that's going to be an 8-yard scamper. What is up, Deb? My late husband always wore Packers attire was even buried in it with a big G made out of flowers on his casket. That's how much he loved the Packers. That is die hard. You know what I mean? That's dedication right there. Is this a live play? I thought it was a replay. No, he's gonna throw this thing to the dirt on second down. This will be 3rd down and 2. $2:16 to go in the first quarter. Third down and 2. What do they got over here? All right, Sam Darnold's going to be in shit. Good. Empty backfield. Now he's got a man in motion. He's back to throw. Looking left. Gets it off. I thought almost intercepted, but that's going to be a first down for the Seattle Seahawks. That was a good play right there. Dude, that's weird. You know, 3rd down, they've been kind of running it heavy. Then they come out and just empty backfield and just show you they're throwing it. And that pass was perfect. If that pass was off a little bit, it would have been knocked down or even intercepted. What's better, Cowboys week or Eagles week this year? Cowboys week for sure. Here we go. Darnold's going to be back to throw. He's looking left. He's throwing it for the end zone, and that's going to be a touchdown. That's a touchdown for the Seattle Seahawks. I'm going to find this thing here. Man, this is harder than it looks, dude. To do all this stuff at once. But there we go. We got a touchdown. 6-3 ball game. And we got the scoreboard over here. They made that look really easy right there. There we go. Now we got ourselves a ball game. That's what I want. I don't want no defensive struggle. Let's get some points up here. Yeah, they definitely did. Here comes the extra point. The extra point is up, and it is good. And now we have ourselves a 7-3 ball game over here. They're going to go to commercial, so are we. I shall be right back. You know what I mean?
Hi, have you seen that realtor with all those billboards?
Hold my beer.
What?
Get local, award-winning injury lawyers. Get Nicolet.
1, 2. Attention. Have you or a loved one been seriously... forget that. Let's do this Nicolet Law style and give the people what they want.
It's Nicolet! It's Nicolet! Nicolet Law! Bill Force, baby!
All righty, we are back over here. You know what I mean? And touchdown over here, 7-3 ball game. Let's see if they can come back and go away spam streaming. We got some comments over here before. I don't know which place those are. I can't tell which ones are trolls or bots or scammers or what. But here we go. Thursday night football. Here comes the kickoff, and we're going to have a return over here. He's going to get about the goal line. He's at the 5, 10, 15. He's going to try to get this thing to 25. He gets bounced over there, but he's going to get to about the 27-yard line. What is up, Erica? How you doing? You know what I mean? Shout out. So here we go. First down and 10. 1:27 to go in the first quarter. All righty, let's keep her moving here. All right, he's going to be under center. He's got a man in motion over here. Play clock's down to 3, 2. Okay, he's going to hand this thing off left side. He's trying to cut this thing up the middle. He's going to get short of the 30-yard line. A few yards on that. Matt, you packing cheese tomorrow? No beer in your hand. Dude, I'll be getting after it, the cheese, Yeah, I work tomorrow. I don't pack the cheese, though. I cut the cheese. I think can't wait for Sunday night football and watch the Packers win against the Dallas Cowboys. You know what I mean? It's going to be a good game. That's going to be a fun one. Here we go. Kyler Murray's going to be in shotgun, a little split back situation. He's back to throw. He runs out of time. That's going to be a big-time sack, and that's going to be third down. What is up, Larry? I think Dallas game will be bounce back for us. We should take care of business this week. Yeah, absolutely. I think that's the attitude that this whole team has. Get after it, and it should be a good game. It's going to be a great game. Thank you for doing this so people working can have a way to be informed about the games. God bless you, and always go Pack Go. I appreciate that, Edgar. I'm glad people watch. Sunday we're going to have the producer back, so ups the graphic department a little bit. Here we go. We're going to have shit again. Third down and 15. All right, I think the refs are calling it dead here. Oh, that's going to be a timeout by Seattle. El Malchus is yamming about something. I like how he's looking at him. As he's talking, he's looking at him like, Got to reload over here. It seems like this game is going slow. They've been like 2 minutes with these guys just yammering to each other. But here we go. Now we're back. Third down and 15. Kyler Murray is in shotgun. He's got a man to his right. They're at about the 21-yard line. All right, he's back to throw. He's rolling right. I think he's going to try to run for it if he can get around the corner, and he can, but he's not going to be able to get enough, I don't think. That was, he needed 15, so he wasn't nearly enough, but he rolled, ran out of bounds. That's going to be end of the first quarter. Bravo, Matt. Keep it up. Hey, I appreciate it, But yeah, here we go. 7-3. They're at the end of the first quarter. They're going to go to commercial. I'm just going to hang out right here. So hammer the chat. You got any questions? You want to talk about the Packers playing Sunday night? You want to talk about this game? You want to talk about the NFC? The Eagles are getting after it. I did a lot of people, Eagles fans, like over on Twitter, like they're just going after it. This is a weird commercial. But I've seen a lot of them like in my replies. I wasn't even part of the conversation on the link, but I was tagged in it. You need an arm's reach mini fridge, my guy. I actually have one. It kind of just stopped working. It's like right there. It holds like a 6-pack. I got it for Christmas one time, just a real small one. But it stopped working. But I got a lot of fridges. I got 2 mini fridges upstairs. I got the big one down here. But you know what I mean. It's good to walk away sometimes, though, when you need to. But here we go. But while we're waiting over here, good time to remind people, that the podcast. The Matt Ramage Show. Everybody listen to podcasts, Spotify, Apple, all the places. Next week, I'm actually talking to someone who is involved with like the flyovers over to stadiums, and he said he has some awesome stories. So I'm going to chat with him next week sometime. Be sure to check it out if you haven't. The Matt Ramage Show. Everywhere that you listen to podcasts, you could probably find it there. You know what I mean? And you should do that. All right, let's get more comments over here. Larry asks, do you think we get the O-line together this week? I hope so. I mean, I think it helps when you're not playing a team that has a disastrous defensive line like the Browns did. They had, obviously they're very good on that defensive line. I don't think the Cowboys are nearly as good, but I think the Packers, like they're moving people around so much. Like, they just need to get people in their spots. Injuries don't help that. Zach Thomas is still going to be out. It's still going to be a problem, but I think they're in a better situation because they're not playing such a ferocious defensive line. But they had to play better. Emmett Smith wears diapers. All right. Hey, what's up, Frosty the Snowman? What is up? How you doing? We got to get Frosty the Snowman the air horn. You know what I mean? We got to represent over here. What's up, Frosty? How you doing? Favorite beer of all time? I mean, I mostly drink Coors Light. I mean, I like Spotted Cow. I like other beers. I don't get too crazy like with the beers. Like, I'm not one of those people that like try different beers and like I'm pretty basic when it comes to beer. And I like some Coors Light. Drink some Pabst Light every now and again. But Spotted Cow, even carry the G if I'm feeling spunky. You know what I mean? But yeah, I mostly just drink Coors Light. I'm definitely not saying Coors Light is the best beer of all time. But maybe I don't know if it's my favorite either. But it's what I drink. Too many pre-snap penalties. Yeah, back to football. Definitely. That's the thing I say about the Packers. They clean up the pre-snap penalties, clean up the penalties in general. They've been catching the ball. Just don't make mistakes. Don't turn the ball over. You have a good defense. Here comes a punt right here on 4th and 11. And he's going to return this thing from about the 18-yard line, and he makes no one miss. He's going to get to about the 25. And but yeah, if the Packers play smart football, clean up the mistakes, don't turn the ball over, don't have stupid interceptions, no fumbles, and you have a defense that's good enough that can carry you, give you more opportunities. So let's just let's be smart out there, and I think that's what you'll see in Dallas. Kwik Trip. What's your website for merchandise? If you go to themattramage.com, that's my main website, and then at the top there's like a merch thing. And you can find it. Otherwise, if you're on Instagram, it's in my profile. I think even on Twitter it is too, maybe. But yeah, there you go. All right, we're gonna get back to the comments over here, but we got Sam Darnold starting from the 25-yard line. He's gonna be under center at 1st and 10. He's gonna hand this thing off left side, and he's gonna try to get around that corner. He's gonna get short of the 30-yard line. Not a lot there, dude. Not a lot there. Matt, that's me. I'm here. What is up, Luke? Offense needs a big game this week. Cowboys defense isn't the Browns D. Absolutely. And I mean, and they're going to be coming after the Cowboys defenses. But yeah, they're definitely not the Browns. We're going to have a handoff over here. Run up the middle for about 3 yards. But yeah, the offense needs to have rhythm. The offense needs to go down the field and move the chains and get first down. We have a flag over here. Refs are chit-chatting. Now they're confused. The Cardinals' helmets are kind of stupid, too. Look at them. Holding on the defense. All right, automatic first down. That's going to be added to the run. Oh, yeah. Flyover guy, that's you. Sometimes when I'm reading comments, I don't even, register, what's going on. Yeah. I get it now. Yeah, we'll be talking next week. We'll figure something out. Matt, can you coach special teams? At this point, you can't do any damage. I think I could. Nobody would ever listen to me. Oh, here we go. The Seahawks are going to be about the 39-yard line. 1st and 10. They're going to pitch this thing left side. No room there at all. Cardinals defense was all over. That's a loss of maybe 2 or 3. And I think we have an injury as well. See the player kind of wave to the sideline on his knees. Yeah, no, he's not getting up, so they're going to run over there now. I already got to that one. We need to run the ball to set up play action Sunday night. Yeah, absolutely. I feel like that's what the Packers have been trying to do is run the ball early, but it's not always hasn't always been successful. Starting off the game, but it seems like just don't give up on the run. Yeah, they need the run to set their offense up. He'll tell you Miller Lite sucks. I wouldn't say Miller Lite sucks. It's not what I drink, but I don't. A lot of people like it, you know what I mean? Everyone has different opinions. If we lose to Dallas Sunday, maybe we should just be done with the season. I think that's a little dramatic, but they should win the game though. They should have won. And going into 3-1, if you've seen this schedule and you said, hey, the Packers will be 3-1 after this, I'm not giving them the win. You know, they got to go in there and actually play and not play with some fire. But if they do win, they're going to be 3-1. I think most people beginning of the season would have been happy with that. So it'll be all right. Here we go. Seahawks. Sam Donald's in shotgun. He's got a man to his left. He's back to throw. He's got pressure. Doesn't see it. He goes down at the 30-yard line. Big time sack. And this Arizona defense is getting after it. Try Blue Moon with an orange slice summertime. I've had Blue Moon before. I actually bought it on accident trying to buy Spotted Cow one time and had it, you know. It's good beer. A lot of people, you know, think that that's better than Spotted Cow. A lot of people love some Blue Moon. CD being out is a nice bonus. Yeah, I mean, you never, you know, injuries suck, but you know, that obviously makes it easier on the Packers defense not having him. He's a big-time player. Yeah, here we go, out of shotgun. He's going to hand this thing off up the middle, and he's trying to get something going, but he ain't got nothing. Got a few yards there. That's going to be 4th down. Oh, yeah, we got to get that, give him that defensive stop. I like that one, you know what I mean? All right, I think I'm getting behind in the comments over here. People like Aaron are why I hate my own Packers fans sometimes. The biggest overreaction fan base in sports. Knock it off. This team is really good. Enjoy your ride. I mean, I get it, you know. I'm very optimistic about this season. It's going to be a good one. Here comes the punt. And it's going to be about the 13 with no fair catch. He's going to run this thing. He's at the 20, trying to make some people miss. And he's got wheels, but that's not going to be enough. He's going to get to about the 27. This game is a snooze fest, but I'm ready for Sunday night. Yeah, it is. This isn't one of the more fun games. But yeah, dude, Sunday night's going to be awesome, dude. It's going to be a big game in Dallas, dude. I say like people do drinking games every time they show Jerry Jones sad, you know, up in his booth. You drink. If memory serves me correct, didn't the 2010-2011 team lose week 3 and then go on to win the Super Bowl? I believe so. I think people were saying that. That's the thing where people are like they lost to the Browns. Yep, good teams lose to, I wouldn't say bad teams. I don't think the Browns are really a bad team. I wouldn't be surprised if the Browns win some games this year. Their offense, you know, they got to figure out some stuff. But that defense, like when you have a good defense and you figure out how to play good as a team through your defense, the Packers have to do this too. When you have a dominant defense, you know, try to limit the crazy mistakes on offense, giving the ball away, and special teams not giving big old returns. If you can kind of control the game and your defense can hold it down for you, like you can win some ugly games. But winning is winning. So I forgot what I was talking about right there. But oh yeah, good teams, you know, they drop the ball sometimes versus bad teams. I would rather them do it early because maybe they were feeling themselves a little bit too much after like, starting off 2-0 against good teams, and they got a little bit too cocky. They had to be, you know, humbled a little bit. Say, hey, you have to go out here and actually, you know, win these games, and they're gonna come to play. I've been seeing you know, the chat, you know, Matt LaFleur, the press conferences, the interviews and stuff. Everyone kind of changed their tune a little bit. Here we go. Let's get some comments. What's up, Kyle? Hoping to whoop some Dallas booty this weekend. Parsons said it'll be painful sacking Dak. What he means by painful, Sunday night games get tough the older of me. Monday will be a tough day at work. Yeah, I put a vacation day in for Monday, but I did not get it because other people have it. So I got to work Monday morning at 4 a.m. So that should be interesting. But, yeah. Yeah, I seen Dak talking about that, and like I seen I think I talked about this on my last stream, but they're talking about like, well, they're not going to give him a, you know, play a video. They're not going to do a tribute. To me, it would be so crazy if they did do a tribute. Why would you do a tribute for a guy who you traded away like a month ago, and now he's playing against you? I mean, it's not like he played for Dallas for like 13 years. Like I get everyone talking about the Emmitt Smith comparison, but Emmitt Smith, he went on and he played for Arizona at the very end of his career. It didn't matter to Dallas, but Dallas, you know, Packers are their competition. You know what I mean? I don't know why you would. Maybe at some point you do give him a tribute, but like I don't think right now. And then they're like, well, you get a standing ovation. Like, who cares, dude? See how the fans react. But we're going to have a run here left side by Arizona. And that's going to be stood up. That's going to be about 8 yards here. We're going to have 2nd and 2 or so. If I remember, week 3 they lost to the Lions in the Super Bowl year. That was really bad. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like every win, every loss is dramatic. So we're gonna have a play. He just threw this into the dirt, right side. I didn't see anyone over there. All right, let's see the replay here. 2nd down and 2. He's looking like it's a scheduled pass. Him and the receiver just were not on the same page. That could be argued intentional grounding. Even though I think it was just a wrong route. Here we go, 3rd down and 2. Cal Murray's going to be in shaking. He's back to throw, throws it left side. That's going to be our 1st down for the Arizona Cardinals. Here we go. They got 11:16 to go in the quarter. He's going to be back there in shotgun. Looking to throw, clean pocket. Gets it off to, I think, his running back, and he's not going to be able to get away. No, he does get away. He's got the whole team on him now. That's about a 4-yard gain. Micah does not get a video board tribute. Fans will be 50-50. Cheers, boos. Educated Cowboys fans know Jerry made that trade, not Michael. Yeah, you know, that's what it is. Yeah, I don't think that you would give a guy a video tribute in that situation. Here you go. We're going to have ball is tapped as he tried to throw it left side. Yeah, I just think it'd be silly to give him a tribute for that game. Smoke Road is really good cover country band. Oh, there you go. Marvin Harrison. I think I took the under on him. I got to check what I got here. Murray's going to be in shotgun. 3rd down and 7. Big 3rd down. He's back to throw. He tries to get it off. He gets it off right side. Is that going to be enough? That's going to be a 1st down. On 3rd down, they get the 1st down. Big time play right there. The Cardinals uniform looked like a tortilla. Hang on. Oh, that's a long one. I like the comment anyways. All right, we have I missed a play. Passed it right side, and that's going to be another big play by McBride. That's what happens when I mess with these. 1st down and 10 over here. So here we go. They were out of shotgun over here. McBride, you know, big part of this game, gets it right over the defender's head. He even tried to throw his hands up. Nice catch over there on the sideline for a 1st down. So here we go. 9:32 to go in the 2nd quarter. Cal Murray's going to be in shaking. Empty backfield. He's back to throw. And he throws it up right side towards the end zone, and that's going to be out of bounds. Did Vikings do a Viking thing and let Darnold go? Is Darnold a top 15 quarterback? Yeah, I mean, I think the Vikings would have been better off to keep him, but I get what they were doing. They had the young quarterback. They're like, hey, this is our guy. This is what we're going with. And they let Sam Darnold go. But I definitely think Sam Darnold, the Vikings would be better with him. But they got Wentz now. You know, we're going to see what they got over there. 8 plays, 41 yards on this drive. And it's going to be what we got here. All right, 2nd down and 10. He's back to throw. He's going to try to get a screen off. The Seahawks defense is kind of all over that, too. And he's not going to get it much there. Doesn't get back to the 30. 3rd down here. I don't know what they gain. Did they lose some? I don't know if he got back. What's going on with people posting links on the comments? Like, what is that? 3rd down and 11. The flow of this game seems kind of slow. You know what I mean? You got 8:43 to go in the 2nd quarter. You can't tell if those jerseys are dirty or not. You know what I mean? All right, here we go. Out of shit again. Kyler Murray. Back to throw. Little slant. He gets it, and that's completed But that ball is out that the defense is running the other way with it now, and he's jumping over some fellas, and he's keeping her moving, and that's going to be Seattle Seahawks football. Was that a fumble or an interception? I think he caught the ball and maybe got stripped. And they are running down the field celebrating right now. You know what I mean? So let's check this replay. Oh, no, he bobbled that thing. He never secured it. That's an interception. See, that goes on the quarterback, and that should not go on the quarterback. All right, so I'm going to try to get rid of some of these. Yeah, I don't like the bots. You know, I mean, we got some bots in here. Yeah, it's weird. Those bots are good because they don't even let you like block them. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to figure that out. You know what I mean? So here we go. We big time turnover. Seahawks had the ball up 7-3. Maybe I picked the wrong team to win. What is up with Kyler Murray? I feel like he has all the intangibles, but I don't know is the team or is it him? Yeah, I think he was a guy like everyone kind of when he first came out, everyone was jacked about it. He was supposed to be great, but I don't know, he's not super impressive. You know what I mean? Yeah, like I feel like he has the tools. He can run. He can get after it. He just hasn't really gotten after. But you know, they have a decent start. You know, whoever loses this game, which you know right now the way this game is going, that's to turn some stuff around. It's going to be the Seahawks. So, you think the Packers and Lions 1 and 2 seed if in the playoffs this year could possibly be? I mean, I think the Eagles are have something to say about that too. There's some other good NFC teams, but I think the Packers win the division. But I think the Lions, you know, they came back firing. I think they're going to get better even like as the year goes on with new offensive defensive coordinators. And even like by now, it might not even be that big of a deal anymore. I think it was a big deal to start, but they seem to be getting after it. We're going to see, but I think the Packers are taking the division. But definitely the Eagles are going to be in there. Eagles are a good team. Oh, yeah, we already got to that one right there. Joe, not a chance Lions have serious coaching issues. There you go. Luke isn't buying it. I think the Lions are going to be in position come playoff time. I think they're a good team, but we'll see like where they are. I think the Packers win it, though, division-wise. Anyways, let's drink. Kyler Murray, Marvin Harrison Jr. Yeah, let me check that. I'm going to check my prize pick to see. I forgot what I had. I had Marvin Harrison Jr. All right, here we go. No, so far, not looking good. Oh, yeah, I know. We need Harrison to get over 50.5 receiving yards. He's at 8. Then we need Kyle Murray to get 1 passing touchdown. Jackson Smith. Oh, here we go. We have play action, Seattle. Sam Darnold's looking to throw deep, and he's throwing deep down to the goal line, and that's going to be incomplete, almost a touchdown. I thought he had that, but that ball came out. And I don't think I'm going to do well in this one. Matt wins 1 good parlay. Look at him. Yeah, I did 1 good. Everyone's like, I want to follow you, and I want to see like what you do. And I'm like, dude, I am not good usually. That was just 1 good one. Oh, that was a doozy of a throw right where it needed to be, but he couldn't haul that in. 2nd down and 10. Here we go. 8:13 to go in the second quarter. Sam's looking. He gets rid of. That's completed, and that's a big time first down for the Seattle Seahawks. Sam Darnold was in shotgun, and he was looking deep the whole time, it looked like. Oh, no, this was the other one. But, yeah, right in the middle of the field, though. That was a big-time play. I think he was looking for that again, though, because he kind of, unless he was just looking him off, but he was looking left. He was looking deep. Here we go. 1st down and 10, 7:35 to go in the second quarter. He's going to be under center. He's going to hand this thing off up the middle. He's going to bounce around. He's going to bounce for a few yards there. Found a hole and found a spot in there. I haven't seen anyone whip the Ravens like Lions did. They beat them bad in offense and defensive line. Yeah, they played them good. You know, Ravens I think are a good football team, but they handled them. I can't wait for Thanksgiving though. Like to see like where the Packers and the Lions are. Like when they play that game, that's gonna be like one of the bigger games of the year. Here we're gonna have a run left side. He put the stiff arm, but I ain't gonna do it, and that's gonna be short of a first down, and that's third down. So I think it's gonna be like 3rd and 2 or 3. Matt's on a hot streak, guessed the halftime score correctly a while back, and then picks a perfect parlay. Thankfully, you picked Pack to win the Super Bowl. That should come true, too. You know what I mean? If I only get one more right for the whole year, let that one be the one. We have the refs over here chit-chatting, and they got a flag on the field. Taunting. Offense number 9. So Walker with the taunting, 15-yard penalty. I can't wait for Thanksgiving to eat. Hopefully eat before then, you know what I mean? Oh, he grabbed his leg, and then he did something after that, yeah, and he's the one that got caught. I mean, grabbing someone's leg, I don't know, it really isn't a penalty. It's like what he did after, though. I think he had some words for him. He threw the ball at him. And then the Cardinals player like snitched. I was like, you seeing this? You seeing this? Here we go. So now they're going to be at the 40-yard line. 40 yards to go to the end zone. He's going to be in shit. Yeah, and he's back to throw. He's trying to get his screen off, but the Cardinals defense is everywhere, and that's going to be a loss of 3. That play was doomed from the beginning. They were in the backfield. He tried to get his screen off. Usually when they got pressure on the quarterback right away, those screens tend to work a little bit. But they couldn't get that off either. I like when they do close-ups on the players after a dumb penalty on the bench. If that was him, it looked all sad. And yeah, that was him. The coaches just reamed him. It's 4th down and 22, so we're going to have ourselves a punt here. They're going to be kicking this thing from about the 45-yard line. And we're going to see if we have a return. I don't think so. I think I'll let this thing bounce. And that's going to go in the end zone for the old touchback, you know what I mean? All right, we go on to commercial. We shall return, you know what I mean? All righty, we are back. We got ourselves a 7-3 ball game over here. What's up, Joseph? Matt, you have an awesome podcast. Hey, I appreciate that. You know what I mean? We're going to have some fun stuff coming up over here. I appreciate everyone who subscribes. You know, the Matt Ramage, everywhere that you listen to podcasts. I appreciate everyone who listens. And now here we go. We are back. Got first down and 10. Kyler Murray's going to toss this thing right side, trying to get a little screen going. He made a guy miss. He's past the 20. He didn't get much on that, 2 or 3 yards, but he earned all of it. He had a guy in the backfield on him, and he kind of shook him off a little bit. Kyle says, going to Packers Denver game in December. Seeing these teams on defense so far seems like it'll be a tough one, hoping to leave the stadium with a go pack, go cheer. You know what I mean? There's a lot of good defenses this year. You know, watching these games, some good defensive teams right here. We're going to have a quick pass over here by the Cardinals right side, and that's going to be, where are we going to be, about 3 yards short of the first down. Third down. NBC should do an isolation shot of Jerry Jones on Sunday. I guarantee you they will. There'll be many. There will be many. Whether it's good or bad for him, I think it's going to be bad for him. Kyler Murray, 3rd down and 2. They need to get to about the 30-yard line. He's making some changes. 4:35 to go in the first half. He's in shotgun. He's got a man to his right. He's going to hand it off up the middle. And they're not going to be enough. That's not going to be enough, dude. And that's going to be 4th down. I like that graphic, dude. I think that's a good one. It's 4th down and 1. Are they staying on the field? I don't think they are, no. So we're going to have a punt over here. 4 minutes to go now. And here comes the punt. It is up. All right, we're going to have ourselves a return from about the 9-yard line. He got a lot of people over there. He can't make them all miss. And he's going to get carried back. They're going to push him back towards the end zone, but obviously see where they called it dead. I'm glad Love isn't 5'9" and getting the ball batted down every other play. Yeah, you know, quarterbacks, like shorter quarterbacks. I don't know exactly how tall dude is, but yeah, it does seem like they got some a lot of passes getting knocked down. Great coverage, yeah, dude. They the special teams, you know, Packer fans, we can't relate. That's the thing, dude. Like with the Packers, dude, their special teams got to get better. Everyone's talking about like Rich, like you know, he's supposed to be the big, you know, the fancy coach. He's the highest paid special teams coordinator in the league. He's the assistant coach, but the special teams isn't looking so special. You know what I mean? 3:45 remaining over here. Love the defensive graphic, but love the beer run. Oh, yeah, we'll have to try that beer run one. First down in town. I have to find it, you know what I mean? All right, he's going to back to throw. Sam Darnold. They're starting from the 10-yard line. He's rolling right. Now he's going to toss this thing downfield, and that's going to be completed. Big-time catch by the Seattle Seahawks. Oh, my goodness. And that's going to be a huge first down. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, dude, he had a decently clean pocket. And he's seen it, and he's like, yeah, run downfield. I'll roll right, buy some time, and then just go get that thing. And that's exactly what happened. I assume that was the conversation in their head. Yeah, that was a good catch, dude. That was a beautiful catch right there. Here we go. Sam Darnold's going to be under center. He's going to fake the pitch right side, keeps it. Now he's looking. I think he's going to try to run it himself, and he is, and he's going to have enough for the first down. Is he going to slide? He's not. Now he slides at about the 32-yard line. Big-time scamper for Sam Darnold there, and that's going to be another first down. Yeah, Sam Darnold, dude, he still got it. He still got it. Darnold does throw a pretty ball. He does. Here we go. It's going to be under center. He's going to pitch this thing right side. He's got a lead blocker, and he's going to have another first down, and that's going to be inside the 20-yard line. Tucker said Packers have best defense in the league. Love doesn't need to be best quarterback in the league, just needs to make a few big throws a game and don't make huge mistakes like Brown's game. Yeah, that's it, you know. Try to run the ball. play smart offense, that don't play scared, kind of push downfield a little bit, but especially like if you see like the offensive line isn't working, then you got to work some screens in there. Like you got to think of some other ways because you do have a good defense. So just no dumb plays, and you'll be all right. I've met Rich 3 times. Great guy. He's dealt crap hand, lowest paid special teams roster in the league. Yeah, I have no doubt that he's a fantastic guy, but I think expectations are high, and the special teams isn't really looking that good. They're not looking that impressive. So people are gonna look, and I think like maybe like he's like a great coach. Everyone likes him in that locker room, and he's like the assistant head coach. Like keep him there, but maybe bring in someone else for special teams coordinator. He's like their boss or whatever. I don't know. Maybe he's doing too much. I have no idea what it is. I think he's a good coach, but special teams isn't. You know what I mean? They ain't looking that special. Who did the Packers replace the DB corner that was hurt last year? Who did the Packers replace? Jair Alexander, who was hurt. He's with the Ravens now, and he's still not playing. I'm not sure that you would say that they replaced him, but the Packers corners are looking good right now. Nixon is getting after. I think it helps that they have that good pass rush. But the corners, the secondary was like what the big concern, like going in the offseason, like that was like the weak spot. Everyone thought, but it turns out it might be the offensive line instead. You know what I mean? But yeah, we are at the 2-minute warning over here, and they're at commercial. But yeah, they got Nate Hobbs, who is good. He had some injury situations himself. I'm kind of starting to wonder: are the Cowboys' defense really that bad, or is the Bears getting better? I mean, I think the Bears had a good game. I think sometimes teams do that. They put it all together. They play better than they can. But I also think that the Cowboys aren't particularly that good. And I did just like the Packers' offense. The Packers' offense was horrible against Cleveland. Now you have to give Cleveland's defense props because they created a lot of that, but they were just off. You know what I mean? Offensive line was horrible. So I think that stuff happens, and then the other team takes advantage. But also, you have to give props when someone wins a game or loses it. Massive mistake on my part, but I'm feeling good about the Arizona game in 4 weeks. Oh yeah, for sure. I think I don't think either of these teams are extremely scary, but yeah, definitely Nixon has stepped up. He said Cowboys are that bad. But here we go. Sam Darnold's going to be in shotgun from the 19-yard line. He's going to hand this thing off up the middle, and they are on him immediately. That's going to be about a yard. And we're going to be under 2 minutes here now. We're at 1:52. Seahawks have 2 timeouts. Arizona has 3. We're going to be going to halftime. Not yet, but we got a minute and a half left. I hate how the NFL analysts have Lions ranked higher than the Packers, but the Packers beat the Commanders and the Lions. I actually don't hate it. I kind of like it when they don't have them picked. When they had them all picked, it felt good, but you know what I mean? We see what happened. Here goes Sam Darnold. He's throwing towards the end zone, and that's going to be a flag. There's a flag on the play. They're saying incomplete, but there's a flag, and that was in the end zone over there. Ball at the 1-yard line. Pass interference on the defense. Let's check this replay. Yeah, he just tackled him before the ball got there. That's all that happened right there. That was a straight-up tackle. Bears suck against good teams, yeah. I don't think the Bears are going to win that many games this year. They all got excited, though. They won a game. They act like they won a Super Bowl, you know? But yeah, that was pass interference right there, and that was clear pass interference. So now they're going to have the ball up here. First down and goal. And they're going to hand this thing off right up the middle, and they're denied. They get right back to the line of scrimmage, and that's 1:11, 1:10. The clock is ticking. They're in no hurry, though. Obviously. 2 timeouts left. Let's see what they got over here in second down. That Rogers referee is awesome. Here we go, second and goal. I'm telling you, this seems like that's the play on this this game seems to be very slow flowing. I don't know if it's just me or what. Total yards 211 for the Seahawks. Time possession, they're pretty evenly over there. And here we go, second down and goal. Sam Brown's going to be under center. Obvious running situation. And it's not play action. He's looking to throw. He's rolling left. Throws it to the end zone. Out of bounds. Nothing there. Dude, don't they know? The Lions didn't play their starters in the preseason. One of the reasons they got off to a bad first game. Plus, Packers defense is really good. I mean, I don't know. I mean, to me, that's just excuses because the Packers weren't playing everyone in the preseason. They played some people a little bit more, but others they didn't. I think that's kind of how every team kind of handles it. So you have to come in prepared, and that was the point because you're playing a rival. Week one, you got to come in hot. You can't come in sluggish. But here we go. We're gonna have a run left side by the Seattle Seahawks, and he gets stood up, but he's gonna get pushed into the end zone, and that's gonna be a touchdown. The Seattle Seahawks add on 6. Should we give them the air horn too? No, they don't get the air horn. We're not giving the Seattle Seahawks an air horn. But yeah, he kept her moving, you know. They stood him up, but able to bounce that thing into the end zone. And there you go. We got a scoreboard. Scoreboard action. Packers barely played starters too. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think the Packers ever had all their starters on the field in preseason at the same time. But here we go. Here comes the extra point. It's up, and it's going to be good. There we go, baby. It is good, and let me add that to the scoreboard so Philly boy don't yell at me. And it's 14-3 as they go to commercial over here. I think we have just over a minute. We're going to be at halftime soon. Seahawks seem good this year. Yeah, the Seahawks, they're looking good. They're going right down the field. I picked Arizona. Everyone was picking Seahawks. I thought I was going to look smart. Picked Arizona. I guess, you know, I wouldn't say I don't know as much as I think because I don't think I know very much. But I was wrong on that one. Right, Matt? Looking forward to seeing the Eagles get beat. Yeah, the Eagles, I think, are an interesting team this year. I'm rooting for them to lose every single game, and not because like I hate the Eagles or whatever, but they're an NFC. They are the team to beat. I like to see them stack some L's, but they're looking good right here. We have 300 folks watching live across all the places. I appreciate you watching. We got that one lonesome person on Twitch. I appreciate you hanging in there. Frosty the Snowman. Darnold looks like a redheaded Fulton from Mighty Ducks movie. There you go. Goff thought he was going to play the last year's Packers defense, not the improved LVN and Parsons defense. Yeah, that's what it is. Their pass rush was getting after it. Lions offense didn't know what to do. He was running for his life that whole game. And here's the lone Twitch commenter. Got to hold it down for you. One man fan club over here on Twitch. You know what I mean? I appreciate that too. We got to have at least one person. Because I'm also on Kick. And, we have one person watching on Kick too. One person watching on Kick. Dude, shout out to the person watching on Kick. Murray, overrated quarterback. I'm not sure people like rate him all that high. You know, like when he was coming out, everyone was high in him. But like now, I think he gets a fair amount of criticism. But I think that they're 2-1 starting the season. But not looking very good today. Matt, Sunday morning game? I don't think I'll be doing Sunday morning game. I was going to, but that's early, dude. I like to sleep in on Sunday a little bit, dude. That's like 8 o'clock in the morning game, dude. I don't know. I don't know how much energy I would have at 8 o'clock in the morning. Plus, dude, I'm going to have the producer back for Sunday Night Football, so probably save all the shenanigans for him for that game. Who has Murray as a top quarterback? Yeah, I don't think anyone thinks he's that good. Yeah, it's 8:30 in the morning. You know what I mean? All right, we're gonna have ourselves 54 seconds to go. Arizona's gonna start this thing. I didn't see exactly where they would start it. Yeah, that's pretty early, Philly boy. Looking forward to that Thanksgiving game. We'll see. Yeah, I'm very looking forward to that Thanksgiving game. And not just the game, to see like where the Packers and the Lions are at that time, record-wise, like what's going on. I think that's a good spot, like that Thanksgiving time. You start to know what teams, like what they are, who they are. And then like obviously like injury situations, you see like who is on these teams. Here we go. They're going to be in shotgun, first down and 10, empty backfield. He's back to throw. He's got a little bit of time, gets rid of it, and that's going to be almost intercepted. Kyle Murray, dude. What are you doing there? Oh, yeah. That was one reason like I wanted to do it, because Rodgers versus Vikings, it's going to be a good game. I just don't think at 8:30 in the morning I'm going to have energy. And plus, I'm going to be doing that Sunday football. That would really make it a long day. You know what I mean? But here we go. We're going to be back to throw, looking left side, and that's going to be go to the dirt. Incomplete, short. And that's third down, and the boos are getting thrown down here. Yeah, we got to rest up for Sunday football. You know what I mean? But if I'm feeling frisky, you know what I mean? Maybe I would do it. Like if I got up, but I don't plan on doing it right now. If I do, I'll let you know. Does Arizona regret getting rid of Kingsbury? You know what I mean? I'm not sure. I mean, I think they have a decent start of the season. Not looking good right now. But I feel like, here we go. He's going to be in shotgun. 45 seconds to go in this half. He's going to be a screen pass, and he's going to have the first down, and that's about it, though. He gets laid out. 38 seconds. Arizona has 2 timeouts left. Yeah, they're going to use one right here. So there we go. Arizona timeout. But there we go. I'll throw this graphic up real quick. Well, we got that merch over here. Thank you, Jerry. I'll be rocking my Thank You, Jerry merch. And anyone who got Thank You, Jerry merch and is going to the game in Dallas, take a picture, send it to me. I want to see them. I'll repost some. But yeah, anyone, dude, got that Thank You, Jerry merch. I want to see it in front of the Dallas Stadium. Here we go. Back to throw. Kyle Murray's in a dance. He's trying to roll, but he gets sacked. Big time defensive play on first down. And now we're going to be under 30 seconds. The clock is ticking. They have 1 timeout left. But they're not going to use it here. He's trying to hurry stuff up, switch stuff up at the line. He's going to be in shotgun. They have a long way to go. He's back to throw. He's going to try to run it now. That's not going to help you. And he slides down. We're going to be 10 seconds to go. I think that they're just going to let this run. No point in calling a timeout here. And the boos come raining down by Arizona fans. And the ones that ain't booing, I just look shook. Just in disbelief. Not knowing they were going to come here and watch their team get absolutely rocked. 14-3 in the first half. Seems Murray always looks to run first. Maybe just me. Yeah, I mean, I think, he kind of does seem that way. And in that situation, you want to throw the ball. Give your guys a shot. But you don't want to throw no stupid play either and get an interception right before half and have it run it back or something. I always thought Packers should have won more Super Bowls with Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, absolutely that they should have. There was a lot of years in there that, defense is giving away, special teams is giving away, offense not showing up in huge games. But usually in those years, it was the defense and special teams. 2 Super Bowls in the last 40 years is not enough with the great quarterbacks we had. It's time to change things with having a great defense. Let's go. That's the thing. You can't just have a great quarterback and think you're just going to go to the Super Bowl all the time. Even some of those offenses the Packers had were so good. 2011 Packers, ridiculous. But if you don't have all the tools, then your weakest link is going to get you. Remember that year with Larry Fitzgerald? Arizona in the playoffs. Offense went right down there throwing Hail Marys like they're going out of style, and then Larry Fitzgerald goes right down the field and scores in overtime. So that's how it goes. 3rd down and 13. Cam Murray's going to be in check, and they got one last chance. I didn't think they were going to use timeout, but they did. And he's going to throw it left side. I assume they're going to try to have some gadget play here. It's a screen pass. Nope, they do not. They have just a regular little 3-yard gain over there. Why even do that? Just kneel it if you're going to do that. Matt needs to call some Packer games for NFL on Fox. Yeah, dude. Dude, I think I've seen like Tom Grossi did that. He called it on the NFL's YouTube page, I believe it was, like their main page. I'm not sure exactly how they did, but it was a big deal. It was like his most watched stream. So, that's the future. I don't think not me, but other people. But we're going to have halftime over here. I'm going to walk away here for halftime for a second. And I'll be back in like 4 minutes or something. I'm not sure how long. You use, restock. You know what I mean? Empty out the old bladder. Big Mike should have gone for 2 in that game. Yeah, I mean, it's easy to say that after, but if he went for 2 in that situation and they didn't get it, then that's all everyone would talk about. He went for 2 and he didn't get it and they lost because of that. So, like, I get that. I wish they would have because it would have been cool to see what might have been. But if he didn't get it, he'd have got killed for that. So, I think either way, Packer fans are coming away from that game sad. Very, very sad. But, all right, I'm going to walk away here for a second. I shall return. Appreciate you.
Hi, have you seen that realtor with all those billboards?
Hold my beer.
What?
Get local, award-winning injury lawyers. Get Nicolet.
1, 2, 3.
Hey, you know anything about this guy?
I know he likes billboards. This is the 342nd one we've put up this year.
Oh, I've heard he's actually a decent lawyer.
I'm sure he is.
I always wanted to do that. Hey, I'll help you clean up. Sorry about that.
Sure.
You guys have been doing a great job. I appreciate that.
Thanks, Russell.
Nice beard, though.
Oh, thanks.
Hey, man, try this. It's my favorite. Thanks. Whoa, wait. Be careful. I just mopped there.
Yeah, just these. Russell, I swear I see you everywhere.
Yeah, man, I've been busy. See you next time.
All righty. We are back over here. Hammer the chat. We're at halftime over here. 14-3 ball game. And let me know, want to talk about the Packers? Want to talk about some Sunday night? What Mike McCarthy could have done if you went for 2 points in that game, in that Arizona game back in the day. How many shows do you have during the week? I live stream every day, Monday through Friday. I'm not for sure I'm going to tomorrow night. We're gonna see because my producer's not here, and we have some ideas what we're gonna do Friday nights, like games, game type shows, and like kind of mess around with the audience. But on Monday night, I do Monday Night Football. Tuesdays, I do a live stream. I kind of just talk about the Packers, what happened the last week. Wednesday, I do my Pick'em show. Thursday Night Football, we're doing this right now. And Friday, like I say, I want to do some type of game streams, like some kind of, maybe even people can win stuff and whatnot. But and then Sundays, we're gonna pick some games to live stream. Usually, I'm gonna do like 2 live streams on Sunday. I'm not sure if I'm gonna for Sunday, but I got to figure it out because I wanted to do that Vikings game, but that's so early. I don't know if I have the energy to wake up and start. I'm tired right now, you know what I mean? And I slept in today. But we're going to see. But, yeah, I'm trying to do more and more stuff. Where can I get those Thank You, Jerry sweatshirts at? In my store, thematramage.com, we have them. But I could even throw maybe a link over here. See if I can find it real quick. I can just throw a link in the comments. But otherwise, if you go to thematramage.com, you can find the link to my store there. I don't know what's going on here. Oh, hang on. I messed up here. Dude, what's going on here? I don't know. I don't think it's working. But anyways, yeah, if you go to thematramage.com, you can find it. Also, my Instagram, like all the places, I have the link to my store on my pages, even on Facebook. What is up, DJ? How you doing? You know what I mean? Wendy, thanks for popping in here. But yeah, so everyone knows, Sunday, for Sunday Night Football, we're doing the giveaway. We're giving away a hoodie from my store. We're giving away a beer glass, and we're giving away stickers. To people who are in the chat, you know what I mean? To give back, I appreciate people who watch me. I know there's a lot of people who do watch parties, so I appreciate you. And, I had a big win on Prize Picks, so I say if I have big wins on Prize Picks and I'm talking about throughout the stream, then I'll give some back, you know what I mean? Do some giveaways. They might not always be like big giveaways, like, I'm giving away 3 things, but we'll try to do it since I made a little bit of money. I can give it back, you know what I mean? Spread the wealth a little bit. But here we go. We got a 14-3 ball game, and we are at halftime, you know what I mean? But hammer the chat. I'm over here paying attention to the TV. But hammer the chat. What do you want to talk about? What do the Packers have to do to win on Sunday? And like maybe even the score predictions. What do you think the score is going to be? I predicted 51-13 because I was on someone else's show and they were talking about it, and like people were saying like I'd be afraid to predict a 50 burger. I think it could be. I think this is going to be a big game. I think the Packers are going to be jacked up for it. The Cowboys are too. They're going to be battling. But I feel like after what happened in Cleveland, the Packers have a lot to prove. I feel like they're going to come out here lights out. I think the defense might even get some touchdowns. It's going to be a big time game, and I think the Packers defense can control the Cowboys offense like very easy. I think the defense is going to have a big game, so I don't expect the Cowboys offense to be a problem at all. But what we got to see is like what can the Packers offense do? Can the Packers offensive line bounce back? Can this offense get something done? Obviously, they're playing a lighter defense, so you would think that they could have a big day. But we gonna find out. We gonna find out for sure. All right, so I'm watching the old halftime show over here. Let's see what Frosty's talking about. 37-13 Packers. Mikey gets 2 sacks, and the Packers get a defensive or special teams touchdown. I could definitely see a defensive touchdown. Special teams would be fancy from what the special teams is doing right now. I would love to see it. I can see the defense. I'm not sure about special teams. But Jesse says Green Bay wins if they don't turn the ball over and limit penalties. Just let the defense win it. Don't care if we win 13-6. We can do that all day. Oh, yeah, I have no problem. I would rather win with more points because it makes it in live streams more fun when we got a lot of scores going on. But, yeah, I do not care how they win it. I mean, I think they're going to win a lot of games this year through the defense, defensive struggle games. Just don't turn the ball over, limit penalties, and like all the boneheaded mistakes. Gotta go. Gotta go. What's up, Wendy? I sat in the rain and watched the Browns get that W. Good grief. We got to step it up. Yeah, that's brutal. That is brutal. You know what I mean? To sit through that. I was at the game before Mike McCarthy got fired, though, against the Arizona Cardinals. And now I always say, because I had fun, because I was there with my friend Justin Spalding, shout out. But so it was fun. We were hanging out and all that, but it was wet everywhere, right? There was like water, like they had plows pushing water around in the parking lots before the game, and like right where I sat, all the water like drained like right because I was like right in the middle, so my feet were like in water the whole game, and it was so cold. My feet were like frozen. Like after the game, I was like walking like I thought I was gonna lose a foot, but then Mike McCarthy got fired the next day because that was a horrible loss, and yeah, that was, I wouldn't say the worst game because I think anytime you go on the Lambeau Field, you're going to have a good time. But that was one of the more painful ones, especially with the loss. If they'd have won, you can kind of bounce back from that. But signing off, Matt. Got to get up early. Not as early as you, but you're just a youngin'. See you on Sunday. Go Pack Go. Appreciate you, Deb. Have a good night. Sleep well and all the things. You know what I mean? Thanks for being here. But yeah, here we go. We're going to see, while we're over here, let me check the old prize pick, see how I did in the first half. Yeah, I don't know. It's not looking good. I ain't gonna lie to you. We need Kyler Murray to get a touchdown. I'm not sure that's going to happen. Marvin Harrison needs 50.5 receiving yards. He's got 8. And then Jackson, I need him to get a touchdown. Yeah, we're going to see. And then the kicker, I took the under on Arizona's kicker getting 7 points. He's got 3. I don't know why I would make a pick on a kicker, but I was feeling frisky, you know what I mean? Here we go. We got ourselves a Hardee's commercial. Make you hungry. I was talking about this. I haven't had Hardee's like lunch or like dinner in like forever. But like whenever I'm up early and I'm around a Hardee's, dude, their breakfast top tier. Frisco breakfast sandwiches, top tier. Doesn't happen very often because I sleep in a lot. Like if I'm not working, I'm either at work or I'm sleeping. But here we go. And before we get back to this game, let's shout out to the awesome sponsors right here. The number one company like in Wisconsin, every podcaster wants to be sponsored by. So shout out to Kwik Trip, shout out to Glazers, and then of course Nicolet Law. If you get injured and the insurance companies are being weird with you, Nicolet Law is going to make sure you get what you want or what you deserve. You know what I mean? So shout out to our fantastic sponsors over there. How do you turn this thing off? That's why we have a producer. He's much better at playing that stuff than I am. Here we go. Frisco. What do you think about that? That popped in my head. What do you think about the 49ers this year? I think that they have a fast start. They have some injury situations over there. And but yeah, I wonder like how this NFC playoff situation is going to line up. You know, it's only week 3. They only have 3 games in, so I think it's too early to even like think about that. But you start seeing what teams are lining up. But what is happening right now in the league might not be what it is 5-6 weeks from now. But we're gonna see. I think the NFC looks pretty tough though. NFC looks pretty tough. We got Jesse says, I live in Texas right now. It's totally different than the Midwest. Texas has a lot of cool stuff, but I do miss some Kwik Trip. Don't take it for granted that you have a Kwik Trip. You know what I mean? I never take it for granted. I bet you I stop there at least once a day. Usually before work, you know. Get a rock star. Get a little energy. But here we go, looking at quarterback comparison. Neither one of these quarterbacks is like really killing the game over here in the first half. Those jerseys, though, I do not like those jerseys. I hate to keep saying it, but I think this might be the worst jersey. Because I really don't care about jerseys. Like people always talk about this team, they're ugly and this and that. Usually I don't care, but like it's weird. They just have like specs on it. But here we go. We got the kickoff coming up here. And there it is, and the third quarter is underway. All right, we're going to get to about the 5-yard line. He's at the 20. 25, he's going to get past the 30-yard line to about the 33, 34-yard line. And there we go. And the third quarter is going to start. Seattle Seahawks start with the ball. You know who the biggest Seahawks fan probably in the world is? Matt Flynn. He got all that money from the Seahawks. And then Russell Wilson ended up being the dude, and then he just went on his way with all his millions. I think it's funny because people like try to troll him about it, like on Twitter, and I seen him like, how do you feel about stealing that money from the Seahawks? He's like, it's pretty awesome. Here you go, one to center. Sam Darnold's looking to throw. He's got pressure. He doesn't see it, and he goes down. The ball is out. It's a fumble, but I think the Seahawks got back on top of it. Yeah, he did not see that pressure. He did not feel that pressure. That sucks for a defense when you get that fumble, but your guys don't jump on top of it. That's brutal. That was sweat. That was a good pass rush right there. He just went for that arm with the ball in it. He kind of had that thing laying low. That's the thing, dude. Winning and losing is do you jump on top of those balls? You know, that's half luck too. Who's in the area? 2nd and 11. Here we go. We're gonna have a pitch left side. He's got a blocker, a couple blockers, and he's gonna be short of the first down. But that was a nice little run there. The chocolate milk from Kwik Trip, dude. The chocolate milk from Kwik Trip is the best Kwik Trip the best chocolate milk that you can buy in the land. Kwik Trip chocolate milk, dude. It's absolutely awesome. Don't miss that in Minnesota. So here we go, 3rd down and 1. I scream like Siri thinks I'm talking to her. She's like, what's up? 13:41 to go in this third quarter. Darnold's gonna be under center. He's got a man in motion. They're going to try to run this thing. No, they're not. He's rolling left. He's looking to throw. Now he gets rid of it. It's a first down past the 50-yard line. And now they're going to be about 46 yards from the end zone. And it's going to be our first down. You know what I mean? Oh, we got to scroll up here. We got to get this thing on there. You know what I mean? Big time play right there. Here we're going to have a run up the middle. He bounces this thing right side. Now he's going to go about a yard gain. But he ran across like the whole field. Yeah, he ain't afraid to bounce that thing outside. But, man, when you bounce it outside, you kind of reestablish. And you can lose big-time yards if they push you back. It's going to be 2nd down over here. All right, what can Sam Darnold and the offense do here? 2nd down and 8. Darnold's going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his left. Now he's got a man in motion. Looks like a passing situation right here. He's back to throw. He's got a clean pocket. Gets rid of it, and that's going to be short of the first down. He goes out of bounds. It's going to be about 3rd and 2. 3rd down and 2. What's up, Jesse? What kind of alternate universe are we living in that Sam Darnold is actually all right now? I mean, he did good last year in Minnesota. He's going to be under center here. 3rd down and 2. What do they got? 38 yards at the end zone here. It's going to be a run up the middle, and that's going to be enough for a first down. We got ourselves another first down. All right. I'm just looking at these graphics he's got lined up here. I got to throw some more graphics in, goof off. Here we go. We're going to play action. And he's scrambling all over the place, but they get to him. And that's a big-time sack. Probably lost like 5 or 6 yards. He was just running around back there trying to find daylight, but that pocket was collapsing. His helmet's off. Oh, we have an injury over here. Look at this thing. And I think we have this too. You put a cheesehead on, dude. Yep, not every show has that, you know what I mean? Not every show has pigeons. All right, I think that they're not really showing anything, but I think they're dealing with the injury. They're just rambling. Al Michaels over here. All right, let's get back to the game, folks. All right, so now they're in the huddle over here, so we're gonna get this thing started. Here we go. 2nd down and 15. Sam Darnold's going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his left. All right, he's going to pitch this thing left side. He's got a blocker. They got a decent play for him in here. And he's going to get not a ton there, about 3-4 yards. I don't hate that play. You know, he had some lead blockers there. What's the score? The score is 14-3. The score is up here, though, if you didn't notice that. It kind of blends in, you know what I mean? Yeah, dude, the Bucks are talking about the Bucks right here. I think they're looking good. Baker Mayfield, I think, is gonna be a problem this year. I like Baker Mayfield. I like watching him. I mean, he's on an NFC team, so I'm not over here rooting for him, but I like to watch him play. 3rd down 11. That's why there is a noon game that I might actually live stream. There's another noon game that's decent that I might do. We'll see. 3rd down and 11. Darnold's back to throw. He's gonna throw this thing right side, and he's got his man, and that's gonna be he's diving forward. Can't remember, it was 3rd down 11. I think he got, I don't know how much of that. Decent amount, but it's 4th down now. All good, dude. All good. Hey, I don't see that well. 9:25 to go in the 3rd quarter. And then and for my live stream for Packers Sunday night, we have a different scoreboard. We have the quarter up here. This is like the old one I used to do because I have a producer who's not here. He's on vacation. He does all the graphics and all that stuff. That's why the graphics kind of off tonight because I'm doing it myself. And I'm not really good at it, you know what I mean? No, but we're all right. But here we go. We're going to have ourselves a field goal, 44-yard field goal attempt. It is up, and it is good. Oh! You almost got me on that one, Mr. Field Goal Man. But here we go. So I got to hit that scoreboard, right? All right, so here we go. See, I'm slow with it. 17-3 now we got. Too many cold Miller High Lifes, you know what I mean? I'm drinking Coors Light, but it's the same thing. But here we go, 17-3 ball game. Seattle Seahawks look good. I'll say that. They, I think they're 2-1 right now. They're going to go on to be 3-1, looking like in this ball game. Arizona, you know, they also are 2-1, I believe, but they're going to drop to 2-2. I haven't seen a lot of Arizona games, but I was like, yeah, maybe, you know, they got a couple wins there. I didn't really see who they played. Philly Boy was not there to remind me about the scoreboard. He fell asleep. But yeah, I forgot what I was talking about. I like how these commercials, like with this like little SUV, whatever it is, they're like driving upstairs. Like, when does that ever come in handy? Whenever you're like, yeah, I need a vehicle that can drive up some stairs. You know what I mean? You never know when you come encounter a big stairs I need to drive over. That's not legal, dude. You can't do that. But here we go. Anyways, yeah, dude, Chili's. We got a Chili's commercial over here. Chili, dude, they have good burgers. You know what I mean? Weird commercial. All righty, while we were waiting over here, you know what I mean? We talked about the merch. I want to see which other ones. Oh yeah, so that we do have an injury timeout one. See, I was looking for the injury timeout one earlier. I thought we had one. So we're just looking at different graphics. But here we go. I just like this song. I like this one for a song. We got the good merch over there. TheMattRamage.com. You know what I mean? We got the Thanks Jerry merch. We have all types of good stuff over there. This hoodie I'm wearing right now, Green Bay Parsons. We got that over there. We got some good stuff. Go check it out. But now we know. I think we have. What's this? Oh no, that's that. We don't want to mess with that. All right. I'm gonna mess up this studio. When he comes back, he'll be like, "What's going on? Why is everything screwed up?" Here we go. 8:56 to go in the third quarter. 17-3 ball game. Here comes the kickoff. We're going to return from about the 5-yard line. Hit the 15, 20, 25. He's past that 30-yard line. Now he's going to be close to about the 35. Just a gang tackle over here. Just a pile of men pushing each other. Here we go. Al Harris interception versus Seahawks in the playoff is one of my favorite plays of all time. That was a beautiful game. That was a beautiful play. Whenever they talk about the Packers like that era, they always talk about that. That was beautiful. We want the ball. We're gonna score. And I know like some Packer fans talk about that, and they're like, yeah, he got what he deserved. I wasn't mad at Hasselbeck when he said it. I thought it was hilarious. You know what I mean? But here we go. First down and 10. I'm glad it came back on him, and the Packers won that thing. Al Harris, dude, took that thing to the house. Here we go. We're going to have he's going to be under center. First down and 10. Kyler Murray from the 35-yard line. He's going to hand this thing off right side. They're trying to get that run game going. I'm not sure they believe in the pass game. And it's going to be about a yard or so. Second down. So let me know, you're in the chat, whether you're a Packer fan. I assume most people are. Let me know, what's your favorite game all time? All time, you pick one game. What's your favorite game? What pops in your head first when I say that? Let me know in the chat over here. Here we go. Now Kyler Murray's going to be in shotgun. He's back to throw. He's throwing deep left side, and that's going to be incomplete. There's flags everywhere. And we're going to see what this is. Oh, wrong one. This one. Let's see what the flag is, though. Pass interference on the defense. That's kind of what you figure in that situation. I just wasn't sure if it was going to be a hold, pass interference, or offense. But let's check the replay here. Yeah, he grabs the left arm. Yeah, that's his definition of pass interference. You can't do that. That ball's in the air, dude. Can't do it. Can't do it. Here you go, first down and 10. 8:15 to go in the third quarter here. Kyler Murray's going to be in shock, and he's going to hand this thing off. He's going to have a little bit of room. No, he's not. He's not going to have it. 2 yards, and they stand him up, and they blow that thing dead. Ramage, is Mike McKenzie still highly regarded in Green Bay? I liked him even as a Viking fan. I don't hear people mention him all that much these days, but yeah, dude, that era, dude, Mike McKenzie, I was a big fan of Mike McKenzie. I liked him. His hair was awesome. I think he used to come in at PDQ. I used to work over there. Kyle Murray's in a scamper up the middle. I don't think it's going to be considered a sack, but I think he might get a yard out of that. But yeah, Mike McKenzie, that era was fun. And Mike McKenzie, he was always kind of surrounded by a little bit of drama back in the day. We have a flag on the play, holding on the offense, I believe, here. So, but yeah, I all loved Mike McKenzie. But yeah, there always was some little bit of drama. I think he talked a little bit. I don't remember exactly what it was. Nothing serious, but I think that there was some stuff going on. I rate this end zone paint job tonight a 9 out of 10. I like it. That's the coolest thing about the Cardinals basically ever. I didn't really see it or pay attention. I had to watch for that. Here we go from a shotgun. Kyle Murray's back to throw. He's looking. He gets rid of it right side to his running back, and he's going to try to cut it up a little bit. Not a lot of room. He ain't letting go of that foot. And he's going to get a couple yards only. Amon Green was a stud. Bubba Franks, Kabaja Biamila. Yeah, I remember seeing Kabaja Biamila over at Bay Beach in Green Bay. It's like a little amusement park in Green Bay. And I remember my kid real young, and he was like, yo, that's KGB, dude. But I was like, yeah, leave him alone, though. We didn't say nothing to him, He's with his kids and whatnot. Here we go, third down and 14. He's going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his right. They got to get something going right here on this drive. 6:42 off, to go in this third quarter. If you're going to do something, now's the time. He's back to throw. He's going to roll left. He's got the whole defense after him, and he's going to throw it left side out of bounds, and that's going to be 4th down. So 3rd and 14, they couldn't get after it, and not good. And the boos come raining down. Arizona fans are not happy with this current situation. We got 2 people watching on Twitch right now, and 1 on Kick. We're moving up, you know what I mean? 340 folks watching live across other places. And, the Arizona players coming off the field are not happy. Looking horrible, dude. Yeah, Seattle's defense, dude. It's Seattle team, just in general. They're playing good. Yeah, both these teams 2-1 going in, but, one's going 500. Here comes the punt, and the punter kind of fell over a guy. I don't think that should be a penalty, but we'll see. That's going to be about 12-yard line. Fair caught. This fan base looks miserable. I mean, it's like 100 degrees every day there or more. You know what I mean? Frosty, you couldn't live in Arizona. You know what I mean? The Boo Birds are out in Arizona. I don't blame them, man. Kyle has been pretty much mediocre ever since Rasul Douglas picked him off. That loss devastated Arizona. Dude, this offense seems dead. It seems like they have no spark, no life. They just nothing they do is right. You know what I mean? There you go. Frosty knows. Arizona, it seems like, it's nice and everybody, they're like, it's dry heat. I could never, be places like that. And plus, it's like a big old desert that they're just like, no, we're going to live here. And then it's like they have like reptiles and stuff. Don't they have like crazy bugs that are like all crazy? Like, I don't need that in my life. You know what I mean? I don't need it. My Matthew Golden and Micah Parsons jersey came in the mail today just in time for the game on Sunday. You know what I mean? Which one you going to be rocking? You know what I mean? That's what I want to know. Which one you rocking? I assume the Micah Parsons jersey. But those are 2 good jerseys, 2 players I think are going to be around for a little bit. Parsons just signed a 4-year deal, That's why they should just win a Super Bowl the first year so they can just focus on getting back. Like, don't wait around. You know what I mean? Let's just get it this year. That's what I vote. All right, I'm going to use this graphic right here. Oh. Oh, this one right here. I'll be right back. All right, here we go. Here we go. We are back 17-3. Sam Darnold over here calling the play. All right, he's going to start this thing in Shaq. I don't want to say start it, but here we go. 1st and 10, 6:26 to go in the third quarter. Empty backfield. He's going to pitch this thing left side, though. He had a little, and that's going to be for a loss. Arizona's defense said nada. That's going to be a loss for a yard there. 6:13 to go in the third quarter now. John Snyder, Seahawks president of football operations, general manager. Here we go, Sam Darnold, 2nd down and 11. They're under 6 minutes to go in this third quarter. He's in again. He's got a man to his left. Now he's got a man in motion. He's back to throw. He's looking right side. He throws it right side, but they knew that. That's going to be about a half a yard gain, dude. Defense was all over that thing. 90s rule Packers 96 team versus Packers 2010. That's a tough one, dude. That is a tough one. That you could do a whole podcast on that subject. 3rd down and 10 over here. You know it's dead in your stadium when the opposing team's general manager is sitting in the stands by himself to watch the game. Here we go. We're going to have Sam Darnold. He's back to throw. He's going to have pressure left side. Does he feel he gets rid of it? And that's going to be incomplete. Arizona's defense kind of woke up a little bit here. That was good coverage. That's 4th down. Was he in the stands? I didn't even notice. I thought that he was like in the booth. I don't know. Maybe he was though. I'll be wearing my Parsons jersey because he will dominate this weekend. I predict that Parsons will sack Dak at least 5 times. He will prove to Jerry Jones that he made the biggest mistake of his life by letting him go, but I am glad he's the Packers. Yeah, I think he's going to have a big game. Here comes the punt, and he's going to get this thing. That was a good punt. Down to the 35-yard line. He bounces out of bounds right around there. Here we go, 17-3, 4:50 to go in the 3rd quarter. You know what I mean? We'll be right back, you know. Alrighty, we are back over here. Now, Matt, the Seattle GM, John Schneider, is just sitting in the upper deck in a totally empty section of the stadium. That's crazy. That's awesome. I've seen him, when he was on TV. I just didn't realize that he was just chilling up there. All right, so they're showing some replays over here. All right, here we go. 1st and 10, 4:50 to go in the 3rd quarter. Arizona's offense, all right, dude. You're at under 5 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter over here. You're down 17-3. You got to get something going over here. And Kyle Murray's, I think the ball was tipped, but it's completed for about 3 yards, right in the middle of the field to McBride. I should have added him on some picks, on the old prize picks. You know what I mean? I do like it though, doing these live streams that I get to see. Get more comfortable like with other teams. A lot of times I don't. I mean, I watch the games like if like when I wasn't live streaming games, I'd watch them, but be like half paying attention, kind of doing other stuff. Depends unless it's like a really really good game for the NFC. But here we go, 2nd down and 6. Murray's gonna be in shotgun. He's got a man to his left. He's got time, looking to throw, and he's gonna toss this thing right side, and that's gonna be all 1st down for the Arizona Cardinals. I'm pretty quick with these graphics, you know what I mean? So we go 1st down and 10, Kyler Murray. He's going to be in shotgun here. They're kind of calling this play at the line, it looked like. He's 16 at 26, 90 yards, 2 interceptions in this game. He's back to throw. He's looking left side, and he throws it left side. That's going to be completed. Did he get his toes in there? Harrison Jr. That's going to be another first down. Yeah, that was a good catch. Getting his feet down like that. Two receptions for 24 yards. I need him to get like 51 yards, I think, for my prize picks. Here we go, 1st and 10. Cal Murray's going to be under center. They got about 32 yards to go to the end zone. That's play action. No, it's a flea flicker. It did not work. The pressure was there. He should have kept that ball. You know, they shouldn't have flicked. You know what I mean? Those flea flickers, dude, I am not a fan of flea flickers. Like when I was a kid, you know, you like playing them in the backyard, doing a flea flicker, but it seems to work sometimes, but I'm not really sure how much it fools the defense. Didn't seem to fool them, dude. He was going for the quarterback, and he did not hesitate. Yeah, that didn't fool no one over there. Here we go. 2nd down and 17. That was a bad mistake. And that's how you lose games right here. All right, they're going to be a little pistol action here. Kyle Murray's in a hand. No play action. He's looking to throw pressure immediately. Now he's rolling left. He's moving some guys around, and no one gets open. He runs out of bounds. And that's going to be behind the line of scrimmage. Yeah, that Seahawks defense isn't giving anything up, dude. They're trying to look at the routes. Yeah, nobody's open. No one got open. Yeah, he went upfield, Marvin Harrison did, but even then he had like coverage, and by then Kyle Murray was already running for his life. Someone's got to get open there, dude. Here we go. Kyle Murray's going to throw it right side really fast, and that's going to be incomplete. He missed it, dropped it. Bad play. Their defense was all over that anyway, so that wouldn't have been beneficial. And the booge train come raining down, dude. That Seahawks fan is going like this as all the Cardinal fans boo. And that's 4th down, dude. And this is why they're losing right here. They had a drive going, you know. We have a 57-yard field goal attempt over here. Here comes the kick. It's up. And that's going to be good. Yeah. So there we go. Now update the old scoreboard over here. 17-6. And we got ourselves a little barn burner over here. That ain't going to win the game, dude. Yeah, what he's talking about right here, this Arizona offense, they really don't have a lot of urgency, it seems like. I don't know. They seem like they're just flat. McBride, though, not him. He's getting after it. I feel like he's the only one, really. 1:39 to go in the third quarter. This game, too, like I've been saying throughout the whole game, but it seemed like the flow was, like, really, really slow. Like, even, like, the in between, like, when the refs are setting the ball up and, like, it just seemed like there's so much time. Here comes the kickoff. We're going to have a return from the 1 yard line at the 5, 10, 15. He's got his blocker over there. 20, 25, 30. Now he's going to bust this. No, he's not going to bust none, but 33-yard line. Maybe the 34 is where the Seattle Seahawks are going to start this thing, and they can put this thing away right now. 1:33 to go in the third quarter. They can kind of drag this thing out, get a good drive going here, take a lot off the clock. I don't expect them to, like, try to run the clock out, but I'm not sure how fancy they'll get. They'll try to eat the clock on their way up there. I kind of wish the Brewers were on. You know what I mean? I actually thought about doing a Brewers live stream. I've never done one before, like a watch party for the Brewers. Not a huge baseball guy, but I'm a Brewers fan. But I would probably have to have someone join me. who knows baseball. Listen a little bit more than I do. I know the basics, but you know what I mean? Here we go. We're going to have out of shotgun. They're going to run this thing left side, and he's going to get about 3 on that thing. First down goes to second down, and it should be about 7. You do it, I'll be there. All right. If I do it, yeah, I'll let everyone know. I appreciate that. You know what I mean? Everyone should be watching on YouTube, you know? 348 folks watching live right now across all the places. We got 4 on YouTube, though. I appreciate y'all. Here we go. We're going to be under center over here. Play action. Sam Darnold's looking. Throws it left side. Incomplete. Throws it over. He had some pressure, though. 3rd down and 6. 49 seconds to go in the third quarter. Yeah, I do think it'd be cool to live stream a baseball game or like just other stuff too. Third down and 6. Sam Darnold's going to be in shotgun. Ball at the 37-yard line. He's back to throw. And he throws it left side, and that's going to be a first down. Big time first down for them. 44 seconds to go in this quarter. And keep the chains moving over here. Yeah, because they had pressure. He knew that he had to get that ball out quick, and he did. And that's what you do when you have a situation where you don't have a lot of time. You get to those scheduled plays, you know. Here we go. Sam Darnold's going to be under center. Where are they at? About the 47-yard line here. Is defense coming or what? We're going to have a run up the middle here. He's going to try to bounce it left. That was a bad idea. He's going to lose like 3 yards. Yeah, he's not afraid to bounce that thing outside and lose some yards. You know what I mean? Yeah, that was a great pass. Not that one. That wasn't the pass, but I know what you're talking about. End of the third quarter here. 17-6 ball game. We're going to end the fourth quarter. We're going to commercial, but I'm going to hang out right here. Hammer the chat, dude. What you guys want to talk about? Like I asked earlier, people didn't answer. But what's your favorite game? Like when people say like, what's your favorite Packer game or whatever team that you're a fan of? What game comes to mind? Like if I think like favorite game, like the Dez dropped a game, like just kind of pops in my head. I don't think it's my favorite game all time. But it's what pops in my head because just like when I was watching that game, I was at my son's basketball tournament, and I was watching the game on my phone. And, like everyone was like around me. It costed so much. Back then, you had I think I had to pay for extra internet or something. And everyone like was around me watching the game happen on my phone. And then they were like cheering, and like the basketball game we were watching, it was like a timeout. Everyone in the crowd was like, yeah, you know, like freaking out. And then like as the basketball game was ending was when that challenge happened, and they were like challenging the catch on Dez, and it was funny because we're in the parking lot, and I'm trying to explain to my son like what happened because he was playing in the game, and I'm like, yo, they just challenge it, it's not a catch, whatever. But the whole thing about that whole Dez caught it and dropped it thing, I think it was Randall Cobb who talked about it recently on a podcast or radio or whatever it was. It's like, dude, there would have been 4 minutes after that. So even if he did catch it, even if they do score in the next play. It doesn't matter. Aaron Rodgers and that Packers team would have went right down there and scored again. There was so much time, and the Packers weren't being stopped that game. But I think that's kind of how it is, like with like all the iconic plays, like playoff games, whatnot. Sometimes like it goes down in history as like, oh, this big thing, but not like ever telling anyone, oh, there was this much time left in the game, so that it wouldn't have mattered anyways. But Cowboy fans like to talk about it. They still cry about it. But that was definitely a drop. The rules as they were at that time, it was a drop, and I will die on that hill, as they say. But here we go. We're going to be entering the fourth quarter here. Seahawks up 17-6. We didn't get this game in it. I got to work in the morning. Yeah. So here we go. Here we go. While we're all just hanging out over here, let's give a shout out to the sponsors real quick, right? Shout out to the sponsors, Kwik Trip, Nicolet Law. You're coming to Green Bay for a Packers game, you're definitely going to want to stop at Kwik Trip. They are everywhere around here. Get yourself some Glazers. They got burgers and they got the brats and they have all the things. And Nicolet Law, if you get injured on your journey, get in an accident and whatnot, get injured, missing work, insurance companies ain't giving you what you do. Nicolet Law is going to take care of you. You know what I mean? So shout out to them. We're going to come back from commercial here. State Farm Field. I think that's so stupid. State Farm Stadium. I'm glad. I'm a fan of a team that doesn't have a sponsor stadium. Lambeau Field. You know what I mean? That's what I say. The Bears, as trash as they are, at least they have a real stadium. Soldier Field. I don't know if they're going to be for long. I think they're getting evicted. But up we go. Sam Darnold back to throw. Throws it right side. And he's going to try to rush this thing out of bounds. And that's going to be a decent little gain. I think it's going to be about 3rd down and 3 here. Favorite item at Kwik Trip. Right now, my favorite item at Kwik Trip is the ham and Swiss flatbread sandwiches. Very, very good. Very underrated item. But my favorite thing for all time is obviously the macaroni and cheese. I get after it, you know what I mean? 3rd down and 4. Here we go. Sam Darnold's going to be in shotgun. He's changing some stuff up here. All right, so they got, what are they at here? About the 47-yard line. Play clock's down to 8. Here we go. He's back to throw. He's looking. He's got time. He's running out of that time, and now he's rolling right. Did I see a flag get thrown? I did, and he's going to run out of bounds. That's going to be, but it's on defense. Sam Darnold's pointing, so I don't know. He saw something, but he just ran out of bounds there. Right at about the line of scrimmage, maybe even before the line of scrimmage. Holding on the defense while the quarterback had the ball. You know what I mean? So, hey, better late than never. You know what I mean? 1st down and 10. He does not believe that should have been a penalty. 14-14 to go in this ball game. 1st and 10. Sam Darnold not in any hurry at all. They're in the huddle here. 20 seconds to go on this play clock, and they're going to, try to run a lot of clock off here. 14 minutes to go in this ball game. Darnold's going to be under center. Walker's in the backfield. From the 42-yard line, he's got a man in motion. Now he's in a play action. He's looking to throw. He's got time, and that's going to be incompleted right in and out of his hands. That's not what you want. Yeah, Sam Darnold, I think, put it where it needed to be. Yeah, that was just a horrible drop. Lucky it didn't pop up in the air for an interception. We have 2 folks watching on Twitch right here. 359 folks watching across all the places. A lot of people on Twitter. I'm not sure they actually watch. I'm not really sure if that's right. Either way. 2nd and 10. Here we go. Sam Darnold's going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his right. 42-yard line. He's back to throw. He's got time. That's going to be completed for a 1st down, but he runs past out of the 1st down marker. So let's see where they mark this thing. He got back. But if you can get if you're touched and you can run backwards, you can lose that yardage. Unless you're stood up right there, then they give it to you. You know the rules. That was a good play that they needed that there. Kept the clock running too. So it's going to be about the 30-yard line over here. 31-yard line. Here we go. 1st down and 10. Sam Darnold's going to be under center. He's going to hand this thing off. He's going to bounce it right side. Now cuts it in a little bit. He's going to get to about the 27-yard line. Fell forward. 12:56 to go in this ball game. It's going to be 2nd down. Yeah, they could put this away right here. Cup, 3 receptions, 23 yards. This is a real barn burner we got going on here. 2nd down and 6. Sam Darnold's going to be under center, little I formation. And it's going to be a run up the middle. He's going to bounce this right side, and that's going to be a 1st down to the 20, 15, 10, 5, and he gets pushed out of bounds. Big time play, and a 1st down for the Seattle Seahawks. Yeah, ISO, you know what I mean? This is an old school football, like he said right here. And he just, nothing really in the middle. He just ran this thing right side, found some room, and scampered down the field. So I think that this is going to be about the 6-yard line. No, it's going to be about 8. Just inside the 8-yard line. Here we go. Darnold's going to hand this thing off up the middle. He's bouncing this thing right side, and now he's going to go for the end zone, and that's going to be a touchdown for the Seattle Seahawks. There we go, baby. Oh, wait, there's a flag. This all might be coming back. Ooh. Dude, there was a holding on the offense. But as the referee's talking about it, a defensive player came by and said, I think he said it's BS or something. I was kind of talking when that happened, but like the referee just stared him down like a teacher. Like when a student says something, he like didn't know how to respond. He's like, I'll throw another flag, dude. Yeah, he almost got his own flag. Yeah, he gave him a look I've never seen a ref give. Dude, that I'm just saying. That look he gave him was like a parent or like a teacher looking at a kid like, He got told though, dude. Don't do that. That is a fun. That's one of the. I've never really seen some just like that before. That's funny. I think Kirk Herbstreit has done pretty dang good. You know what I mean? I like listening to him talk about football. I think both these guys are good. I don't mind. I mean, I'm not listening to him completely. But yeah, he's talking. The ref is talking to him like, dude, you can't do that. That was kind of funny. Here we go. Current drive. We got a 10-play drive right here. It's first down and goal. 11:43 to go in this ball game. All right, here we go. First and goal. They're going to be at about the 13-yard line. Darnold's going to hand this thing off right side, and he's going to get inside the 10-yard line, goes down to about the 8-yard line right here. And it's going to be second down and goal. $11:23 to go in this ball game. Clint Kubiak out here. Seahawks offensive coordinator. Second and goal. Those Cardinals hats, those are all right, though. I used to live in Fond du Lac. We had a little Fondly Cardinals over there for the high school. Here we go, 8-yard line. And there's a flag before the play starts. False start? Is that what that was? On the offense, number 81. Do you do the crossover shows with the other We Packers guys? I have people on my show sometimes, but we usually don't do like crossovers. But I have other Packer people. Jimmy comes on here. He's a host of what is that? Lombardi's Bar. You know, they do a good show over there. You should check that out. Here we go, second down and goal. We got about 13-yard line. Sam Darnold's going to be in shotgun. They can put this thing away right here, and he's going to run this thing. He hits the circle button. He goes backwards. He's going to lose a bunch of yards. Dude, he loses yards a lot, dude. This running back, he will run backwards. Like, what are we doing? Yeah, he tried to like spin away, but he just spun, backwards. Yeah, dude, big loss right there. Don't forget you know what I mean? The Open Network over there. Third and goal. Sam Darnold's going to be in shotgun. So now they're at the 16-yard line. It's going to be a quick pass right side, and there's not going to be a ton there. He's going to get a couple yards there. Like this offensive, these last couple plays over here, not good. Not what you want, Arizona. But it's going to be fourth down, and they have a field goal situation coming up over here. They could take this thing 20-6. And that's basically putting it away anyways. We are going to see. This has been a, real barn burner today of a game. You know what I mean? All right, here we go. 31-yard field goal attempt by Mr. Myers over here. The kick is up, and the kick is good. You know what I mean? There we go. And here we go. We got a field goal. So it's 20-6. They're going to commercial. I'm going to step away too. I shall return.
Hi, have you seen that realtor with all those billboards?
Hold my beer.
What?
Get local, award-winning injury lawyers. Get Nicolet.
1, 2, 3.
Hey, you know anything about this guy?
I know he likes billboards. This is the 342nd one we've put up this year.
Oh, I've heard he's actually a decent lawyer.
I'm sure he is.
I always wanted to do that. Hey, I'll help you clean up. Sorry about that.
Sure.
You guys have been doing a great job. I appreciate that.
Thanks, Russell.
Nice beard, though.
Oh, thanks.
All righty. Here we go. 20-6 ball game here on Thursday Night Football. And, we got the scoreboard over here. I wasn't sure, Philly boy. I thought you might have fell asleep on me. Iowa Joe, hit me up tomorrow, Ramage. We got a new merch store with some new merch items. We can do a merch swap. Possibly, if it doesn't suck, you know what I mean? I'm just kidding. Here we go from about the 7-yard line. 15, he's at the 20. He's at the 25, and to about the 27-yard line is where the Cardinals will start. But big shout out to the Open Network, Iowa Joe. Be sure to check him out. He's doing some good stuff over there, you know what I mean? We hung out a little bit. I think it was before the season started. But shout out from Wyoming. Thank you all for the content, my dude. Hey, I appreciate you, dude. I appreciate everyone who interacts with me, whether it's my posts or like the live stuff. It's awesome. And your profile picture is fantastic. Absolutely. But here we go. Arizona's going to start about the 27, like I said. First down and 10, 9:27 to go in this ball game. He's going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his right. He's back to throw. He's got protection. He gets rid of it, and that's going to be a short gain to about the 30-yard line. Just a short pass. Remember that song that reminded me of, I don't want no short man. That was the radio version. Here we go. He's going to be in shotgun. Empty backfield, 2nd and 7. He's back to throw. Oh, he's going to scamper. He's running up the middle. Kind of bounces to the right side. It's a first down. He's at the 50. He's still on his feet, and he's going to jump out of bounds. I think near the 40-yard line. Big-time run right there. Kyler Murray, someone talking about earlier, he kind of looks to run first. He did there, too. Like, if he doesn't see it, he goes. But it worked out for him this time. But he had, that middle of the field just opened up, and they were looking the other way. And the ones that weren't, he's like, I can outrun this dude, you know what I mean? So it wasn't a bad 4 rushes for 40 yards for him. He's back to throw now. He's rolling left. Is he going to run again? He's thinking about it. He slides after, I think about a 1-yard gain, dude. About a 1 yard gain right there. But everyone tuning in right now, remember, Sunday Night Football, Packers, Cowboys, right here. We're live streaming. We're doing giveaways, giving away a hoodie, giving away a beer glass, and giving away a sticker package. So tune in, and good luck. Here we go. Kyler Murray's going to be in shit again. He's changed some stuff at the line here. 2nd and 9, 8 minutes to go in this ball game. Play clock's down to 10. Here we go. We're going to run up the middle. Nothing there. All that for nothing. Nothing at all. He just shakes his head. This Arizona offense cannot get going. 3rd down and 8, and their fans over there in Arizona are not happy. Interesting call there on 2nd down, he says. Here we go. Kyler Murray's going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his right. 3rd down and 8. About the 39.5-yard line. He's back to throw. Middle of the field. That's a 1st down for Arizona. McBride, who was like the only dude on this team who's actually getting after it. You know what I mean? 7 catches, 53 yards for McBride. Here we go. He's going to be in shotgun. He's going to hand this thing off up the middle again. And they're going to get to about the 24-yard line, I think. 6:53 to go in the 4th quarter. The clock is still ticking. 372 people are watching live right now across all the places. Ooh, YouTube just jumped to 9 people. So 2 people just joined. What's up? What's up? Don't turn it off. Here we go. Kyler Murray's throwing deep right side, and that's going to be incomplete, but there's definitely a flag on that play right there. That's definitely a flag. Pass interference on the defense. Automatic 1st down. Let's see where this happened. Let's check the replay here. He he got him to hop a little bit. Yeah, he's put his hands on him as the ball was coming. Then he put his hands off like he wasn't just pressing all over him. Kyler Murray gets hit as he's getting rid of that thing too. 6:38 to go in the 4th quarter. 1st down and 10, 20-6. Can the Arizona Cardinals at least make this respectable? All right, they're inside the 10-yard line now. Kyler Murray's back to throw. He runs out of time. He's going down for the sack. Big time sack for the Seattle Seahawks. All right, here we go. I was looking at some stuff here. Yeah, this Cardinals team, I don't think is going to really be a force. You know, they started out 2-1. They're about to go to 500. Not a really impressive team. But we're going to see what they do the rest of the way. But we're at the 16-yard line here. Kyler Murray's back to throw. He's got time this time. He's throwing towards the end zone left side. And that's going to be a touchdown for the Arizona Cardinals to Marvin Harrison Jr., and there we go. Touchdown. There we go. Much better when I have a producer here. How is this still a game? You know what I mean? It is. We still got ourselves a game right here, Philly boy. Good catch, though. Good catch. Harrison Jr., he catches like that, he shows that, he's paying attention to Pops. You know what I mean? So it's 20-12. Here comes the extra point. It is up, and it is good. I wasn't so confident in that extra point. So 20-13, we got ourselves a ball game here, folks. So they're going to go to commercial. We'll hang out right here. Hammer the chat. You know what I mean? What you want to talk about. We got, how much time we got left in this game? I think it was about 7 minutes or whatever. But yeah, I'll throw up the shirt graphics again. You know what I mean? You see it. Let me drink while I just cup. There you go. But yeah, go get you some merch over there. You know what I mean? But yeah, here we go. And be sure, everyone who's here, tune in Sunday night. Packers Cowboys. We're doing some giveaways, dude. I won't be doing giveaways for all the streams, but I'll be doing one for that one for only the people who are live in the chat. I don't know exactly how we're gonna pick who wins because I don't want to just pick like people that I know who are always here, but I want people who are always in the chat, to have the best chances to win. So there might be questions people got to answer. We might ask questions about previous live streams. Maybe, I don't know. Somehow make it fun, make it fair. I don't want to just pick people. Maybe the producer will pick them out. We'll figure it out. And we'll do more giveaways, but maybe not like to this extent. But I think I might start giving away like beer glasses randomly on stream. We got this one right here. We got the stickers. I obviously got the shirt and the merch and whatnot, but we'll figure it out. And here comes the producer right here. You are a pro, man. He's on vacation. He's kind of slacking off, this week. But we're going to let that slide. I've been looking through all your files over here, dude. I've been looking at them, I'm going to mess them all up, too. I think I might have messed up a few things already. You might have to clean some stuff up when you come back. It's like when you go on vacation, someone does your job for you, like while you're gone, you come back, everything's all messed up. They didn't do the stuff how you like to do it, and then you got to spend the whole day back, first day back, just fixing stuff. That's the type of situation that's going on over here. But this was a good catch right here. That was beautiful. Frosty the Snowman says, all right, brother, I got to check out. See you Sunday. Go Pack, go. Appreciate Frosty the Snowman. I always like having Frosty the Snowman in the chat. Makes me feel better, you know what I mean? That was my favorite back in the day. So I'm honored that Frosty the Snowman is watching my stream. But have a good night. See you Sunday night. Sunday night's going to be awesome. But here we go. We have ourselves a ball game, 20-13, dude. Dude, the Seahawks should have put this thing away so many times. And they kind of did, but here you go. We're going to have a return here from the 10. He's at the 15, 20. He took this thing from just inside the end zone. He gets to the 22-yard line, and that's where the Seattle Seahawks, 5:44 in this ball game, are going to start this drive. And can they go down there and just put it away? Or can the Arizona Cardinals defense make some magic and somehow get this ball back and have a chance to put it in overtime? I'm telling you right now, this game goes in overtime, I'm going to be very upset. I got work tomorrow. Here we go. First down and 10 is where this thing's going to start. Here we go. He's going to be in shotgun from the 22-yard line. He's got a man in motion. He's back to throw. He's looking left. Now he looks downfield, and it's going to be incomplete. Off the fingertips over there. Am I going to lose my one sticker a week salary? You know what I mean? Cut it down, one sticker every 2 weeks. 5:41 to go in the fourth quarter, second down and 10. I don't mind the Arizona all white stuff that they got, like the hoodies and the hats and stuff, but these jerseys are horrible. I just want to make that clear. I don't know if I mentioned that before. 5:41 to go in the fourth quarter, second and 10. Here we go. He's going to be in shotgun. He's going to hand this thing off up the middle, and that's going to be just a couple yards there, and that's going to be third down. And that's going to be third down at about 7. Clock is going to tick. Looking at timeouts here. Both teams have 3 timeouts. Starting to feel like that Cleveland game Sunday. You know what I mean? One team kind of controlled the game, Seahawks in this game, and but the Cardinals have a chance. These boos are going away. Cardinal fans are jacked up. They're ready to be let down again. But here we go, third down and 6. Sam Darnold's going to be in shotgun. Forgot his name for a second. The 26-yard line. He's back to throw. He's looking. He's throwing deep right side. He's got a man, and that's going to be a big-time catch for a first down. Oh, my goodness. That was a great catch. Let's check the replay here. Nice road. He kind of faked quick pass, and then he just took it. And, yeah, both feet in bounds. Nice catch. Perfectly thrown pass. Right where it needed to be. That's a home run ball right there. You know what I mean? They needed that. They definitely needed that. Sam Darnold. Yeah, dude, he's dialed in, dude. No, that was a perfect throw. Perfect throw right there. 4:52 to go in the fourth quarter. Sam Darnold, 17-24, 219 yards with a tutty. Campbell for the Cardinals coming off the field. He got banged up. That's a big man right there, you know what I mean? Yeah, he's going to go into the tent over here. We're going to throw the pigeon up over here. All right, here we go. Darnold's going to be under center. He's going to hand this thing off up the middle. I thought it was a flea flicker at first. It is not, and it's going to be nothing. He tried to run right. He tried to misdirection. He tried to go anywhere he could, but nothing was there. Yeah, Seattle's winning this thing, unfortunately. I mean, I didn't really care who won the game because I feel like, obviously, like the Seahawks are a team that you really lose this game, but early in the season, like, you're mostly just looking at who's going to be what. Seahawks look good. Check out these stats over here. 2nd down and 9, 4:15 to go in this ball game. Darnold's going to be under center. There's a little I formation going here. 37 yards to the end zone, and it's going to be a run up the middle and nothing there. This Arizona defense is swallowing it up. But running out of time, though. You know, they're near 4 minutes. They have 3 timeouts. When do they want to start using those? You know, this could be like the definition. I could throw this comment up on like most of the plays. Let me just peek at my prize picks over here because I believe he was one of them. He just had a big time play. And I have a feeling I already lost though. All right, so Kyler Murray, I need him to get a touchdown. He got that. Marvin Harrison, I needed 50.5 receiving yards. He's at 43. Oh, I needed Jackson Smith. I needed him to get a touchdown. I don't think that's going to happen. And their kicker, I took the under. Oh, yeah, so I'm not going to get that because he got 7 points already. I took the under on that. So I didn't make good picks on my prize picks this week for this game. It happened. You know what I mean? 3rd down and 9. Here we go. Darnold's going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his right. They're just trying to end this game right here. This is a big-time 3rd down. And they're just going to run this thing right side. Oh, I thought he had room. He does not. And that's going to be 2 yards. And that is it. And now it's 4th down. Call it now. Blocked field goal. March down for 7. Unnecessary overtime. All right, here we go. 4th down and 7. 53-yard field goal attempt over here. This could be a 10-point game, or is it going to get blocked? And the kick is up. And that's going to be no good. I think I can't find it. I think we have a... I can't find that no good. But either way, no good. We'll throw this one up instead. Yeah, that was a big-time kick, but yeah, that wasn't even close. That was off immediately. Oh, yeah, here it is. Yeah! I don't have to move this time. Well, there's the graphic. It just took me a little bit to find it. All right, here we go. This is why we have a producer, you know what I mean? Those graphic don't miss. 1st down and 10, 3:16 to go. Arizona's got the ball. They're down by 7. We got ourselves a ball game here, people. Does this Arizona offense have what it takes to come down here and score? Here we go. He's back to throw. He's got a little bit of time. Tosses this thing left side, which is what they do almost all the time. And that's going to be about 5 yards. He runs out of bounds. 2nd down. Yeah. Yeah, they kind of put him in a situation, you know what I mean? I guess they felt that they could get that field goal, but now it's 2nd down and 4. They're at midfield just about. Just short of midfield. We're at 49-yard line. Murray's back to throw. He's going to throw this thing left side, back shoulder throw kind of situation. Was he in? No, they're saying incomplete. That ref is. So I think he landed out of bounds on that. It's going to be 3rd down and 4. Let's check the replay here. Yeah, so his right foot gets down, but his momentum kind of takes him out of bounds. Yeah, he did not get a left foot. His butt cheek didn't get down. Yeah, and his hand goes out of bounds before like anything really lands. So, good catch, good effort, but wasn't meant to be. 3rd down and 4. Here we go. Kyler Murray's going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his left. 49-yard line. This is for the game, kind of. And that's going to be incomplete. Incomplete. It's going to be 4th down and 4. Screw it. Arizona will go for 2. I don't know. They're not doing real good right now, Philly boy. 3:01 to go in the 4th quarter. It is 4th down and 4. Big time play right here. Do they have what it takes? Make that stop. Here we go. Refs are going to call this thing. What is there going to be a timeout? 30-second timeout. All right, first time. The sound effects. It's funny because I hit the one sound effect, and then I thought if I did another one, it would make it stop, but I was just adding more sound effects. I need to make a graphic for Phil. He's one of your top guys that comment a lot. Oh, yeah, Phil's been here like since forever, like when I used to have like a whiteboard for a scoreboard, and that's why he always says a scoreboard thing and goes back so far from when I first started doing this stuff, and I'd always forget the scoreboard. Now we're all fancy with it, but it wasn't always like that. They show the replay of that ref, that look he gave him. It was like disappointment. He was like, "Dude, what are we doing here? We're in a professional league here, buddy." All right, so with the 7-point ball game, 4th down and 4, 3:01 to go in this 4th quarter. Play clock's down to 17. They're still in the huddle here. Let's see what they got in 4th down and 4. Kyler Murray. He's in shotgun. He's got a man to his right now. He's got a man in motion. They're at the 49-yard line. This is basically the game right here. He's going to throw this thing left side. Oh, my goodness, he caught it. He caught it for a first down. It was like a one-handed grab. That wasn't particularly a great throw, I don't think. But he got the first down. Oh, my goodness. That was awesome. 2:40 to go. Clock is ticking. Kyle Murray's going to hand this thing off. He's running right side. He's got some blockers, and he's going to get to about 8 yards. He stays in bounds. They tackle him in bounds. 2nd down. Arizona has 2 timeouts if they need it. 2:24 to go in the ball game. The clock is ticking. Whew. We got ourselves a ball game. I didn't think we were going to be down here. All right, Kyle Murray's looking. He's in the pocket. It's shrinking. He goes down for a sack, and that'll stop things right here. That's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 3rd down and 9. I'm going to walk away to use the rest area. Then we're going to get these comments. I'm going to get to Lori's comment over here. Phil, absolutely unbelievable. We'll get to Lori's comment and more after these messages. All right, here we go. We are coming back to State Farm Stadium. I'm going to get this comment real quick. What's up, Lori? I have a brick from the old Lambeau Field Stadium before it was upgraded in 2001. I'm picking up my letter of authenticity tomorrow. What kind of value do you think it has? I'm not sure, but I think to the right person a lot. That sounds awesome. Here we go. Kyler Murray's going to be in shotgun from the 45-yard line. He's got a man to his right. It's 3rd down and 9, 2 minutes to go in this ball game. And this is the time right here, Arizona, if you want to win it all. And they got the screen pass over here, and that's going to be a 1st down inside the 30-yard line. And a big-time 1st down. Oh, my goodness. Here we go. And Arizona's saying, we ain't done yet. 1:45 to go. They're trying to hurry up over here. I wouldn't say really, really hurry, but they're calling the play at the line. 1:38, 1st and 10, ball at the 30-yard line. Kyler Murray's in shotgun. He's got a man to his right. He's still kind of barking out orders over here as we go inside 130. They have 2 timeouts to go. He's back to throw. He's got pressure immediately. Throws it right side, and he's going to get this completed, and he's going to get out of bounds. That'll stop the clock. It's 2nd down. What was about 5-yard gain there? Matt left because he believes overtime is inevitable. Sadly, he doesn't know I have the script. You know what I mean? No problem, Lori. I appreciate you tuning in over here, and good luck with that. That's awesome thing to have. 2nd down and 5. But I would, one little tip, I would just search YouTube, eBay and see if people are selling it there and see the value of it right there. Not sure I'd sell it there, but you can kind of see the gauge what it's worth. 2nd down and 5. He's going to be back to throw, Kyler Murray, and he's going to throw this thing deep right side, and that's going to be incomplete. He wants a pass interference, but the defender was going for the ball. He has a chance to go for the pass, too. Yeah, he was going for that ball. So it's 3rd down and 5. Yeah, obviously he was playing them all. 3rd down and 5. That's a good no call, in my opinion. Unless it was my team on offense, then I would probably... Here we go, 3rd down and 5, Kyler Murray. He's going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his right. They're at the 25-yard line. Now timeout, Arizona. 1:16 to go. Big play coming. Yeah, that timeout, that situation, was that good? Sam Darnold looking stressed on the bench over there. 3rd and 5, 1:16 to go. If they go down here and score this touchdown, there'll be a little bit of time on the clock, you'd think, and there's 2 timeouts for the Seahawks yet. Arizona has 1 more timeout. You know, at least we have ourselves an ending that, you know, it's a close game. We're excited till the end. I don't know how excited we are. Great idea. I'm going to have it insured for now. Yeah, absolutely, dude. That's a cool thing to have. You can just give it to me if you want. Here we go. We're gonna be in. They're gonna be in a shotgun situation over here. 3rd down and 5. 1:16 to go. He's back to throw. He's throwing it left side. Does he have his man? He does. That's a 1st down, and he's gonna be. He stays in bounds. They're calling it. The clock is still ticking, but it's gonna be 1st down and 10, and they're gonna be hurrying up over here. Try to get the 1st down thing going. 52 seconds to go. He's going to be in shotgun. All right, ball at the 7-yard line. They're in a situation right here, dude. They can do it 44 seconds, 43. They're not going to have a lot of time if they let them score here. Seahawks defense got to step up if they want to secure this win. It's going to be a handoff up the middle and nothing there. Back to the line of scrimmage. 33 seconds. They have 1 timeout. It depends when they're going to use it. Are they going to use it here? No, the clock did stop. The Seahawks took a timeout. Why would the Seahawks take a timeout? Fake limp, make it look more dramatic. You need a Lambeau brick on your set. I do. I need one back here. I'll put a hole in the wall and put it right in there. You know what I mean? Somewhere. Where you know. I go to Lambeau. They got some bricks out there. I just chisel one out, you know. So here we go. Second down and goal. 33 seconds. Both teams have one timeout. Ball at the 7-yard line. He's going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his right. He's back to throw. He gets rid of it, and that's going to be, he's going for the end zone, and that's going to be a touchdown for the Arizona Cardinals. Oh, my goodness, and they do it. They go right down the field and score, and we have ourselves a ball game over here. Please don't go to overtime, you know what I mean? Here we go, baby. 19-20 ball game, 28 seconds to go. Sam Darnold pops up, and he's getting warmed up. They're gonna, hopefully they can go, I don't know what I hope for, but I hope for an overtime, I think. I got stuff to do. You know, I got to work at 4 in the morning. Here comes the extra point. Maybe it's blocked. Does he miss it? Here comes the extra point. It is up, and the extra point is good. And there we go. Whoop. All right, let's update that scoreboard over here. We have ourselves a tie ball game here, people. The Seahawks have led this whole game, controlled the whole game. But here we go with, I think, under 30 seconds to go. And, you know, they should have went for 2 right there. You know what I mean? But they did not. But we have ourselves a tie ball game. I don't want overtime. Let's hope for like a muff over here. Arizona can just pick this thing up and scamper on into the end zone. You know what I mean? 386 folks are watching live right now across the place. We got someone on Kick. 2 on Twitch. Whoever's on Kick, say something. You know what I mean? Comment something. I want to see. Who scored that touchdown? That I didn't particularly see. I was doing the grab. I think it was the running back, right? He kind of slipped out. I believe that's who it was. This is why you call that timeout. Fair catch, 35-yard line, 2 plays, field goal. Here we go. Now here comes the kickoff, and they're going to get this from about the 7-yard line, but there's flags, and this is getting shut down. This is a crazy ending right here. Ball will be placed at the 40-yard line, so there was a penalty on the kicking team. Oh, it didn't go far enough. It landed before the 20, and it has to go past the 20 now. So now they're going to get the ball at the 40-yard line. Oh, my goodness. All right. I was on a bit of sound effect there, but I couldn't really make a decision, so now the time passed. So here we go. They're at the 40-yard line, 60 yards to go to the end zone, but they obviously only had to get in field goal range, but they only have one timeout. So here we go. Darnold's going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his left. 28 seconds to go in the ball game. He's back to throw. He's rolling right. He's got pressure. Gets rid of it, and that's going to go out of bounds. No one really there. I don't know who that was intended to. Dixon's getting warmed up on the field goal. Actually, the punt. I don't know what he's doing. Hear my wife upstairs yelling at the cats. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Two plays counted. All right, here we go. Sam Darnold's going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his left. 23 seconds to go in this ball game. He's back to throw. He's looking, throws it left side, and that's completed. Down the other side of the other 40-yard line. 16 seconds to go. He's running back. He's trying to place the ball. 13, 12, 11. No, the clock stopped at 12 seconds. Timeout for Seattle. They use their last timeout. So now they can throw, they have some opportunities where they can throw some plays to the sideline here. But they have no timeouts. They can't stop it. Obviously, they can't throw in the middle of the field. Middle of the field to the 40. That was not the middle of the field, though, Philly boy. But they did get to the 40. Oh, they're trying to see if he was inbounds or out of bounds. I think he was out. He kind of had that ball, and he kind of put his hands out before the rest of his body landed. So we have ourselves an official review, which we do have a graphic for that. Give me a second. They're going to give Seattle the timeout back, I think. The runner made it out of bounds with 18 seconds, they're saying. Seattle gets their timeout back. So Seattle has one timeout available. So that's an interesting change of events. You know what I mean? See how quick I was in that graphic, Philly boy? Give them their timeout. You know what I mean? Like that movie, you know, that poker movie. What's that with, you know what I mean? I forget what it's called now. But anyways, give that man his money. So here we go, 20-20, 18 seconds ago. Seattle has one timeout, so that changes some things in a quick hurry. They're at about the 38-yard line, 38 yards to go to the end zone. So they just got to get close enough to get in a field goal situation. Now Arizona's going to use their timeout, kind of see what Seattle was looking like, I think, on offense there. Then they call the timeout. What a goofy ref on that review. You talking about this dude right here? That's good stuff right there. That's we got a big budget over here on the Matt Ramage show. So I think the Seahawks are going to win this game on a field goal, but could it be blocked? Could it be missed? But the Arizona Cardinals came out in the second half. Still fighting. Are you talking about the movie 21 with Jim Sturgis and Lawrence Fishburne? No, I'm talking about the one that I think it's like Matt Damon. He's a poker guy. Here we go. We're going to run up the middle here. He's trying to roll off this thing. He's going to get about 3 yards probably. I forget the name of the movie. What's it? It's going to bother me now. But great movie. I watched it for a lot of years. It's a good movie. But anyways, what's up, Taylor? What do you do in Green Bay, Matt? Always working super early. I work at 6, not 4. I work at a cheese factory. We slang that string cheese, baby. You know what I mean? I cut the cheese. That's what I do. What's up, Steve? He said the ref doesn't miss a thing. Best ref in the league. You know what I mean? It's a factual statement right there. 2nd down and 6. All right, so I don't know what's going on here. 4 seconds to go. So this obviously this field goal team's going to come out here. And here we go. How much sleep do I get tonight? If he makes it, I get a decent amount. If he misses it, nobody knows. Rounders. Rounders is the name of the movie. Rounders, great movie, by the way. You should check that out. But here we go. We have ourselves a 52-yard field goal attempt. This is by no means a gimme. And the kick is up. It wobbles itself in there. The field goal is good, baby. Yeah. And the Seattle Seahawks take a 3-point lead, and that's going to be enough to wrap this game up 23-20. There we go. And that's a wrap on this particular ball game. Be sure to come hang out Sunday night. Packers taking on the Cowboys in Dallas. I'm doing 3 giveaways, giving away a hoodie, any hoodie from my store. I think we're doing that in the 4th quarter. We are giving away a beer glass, one like this, but we have other ones, and a stack of stickers. We have different stickers from the Matt Ramage Show merch shop. And if you want to see your own, you want to go ahead and get your merch, be sure to check out the Matt Ramage Show. You know what I mean? We have where is this right here? The good ones. So check out themattramage.com. Get your merch. But Sunday night, we're doing some giveaways. Come hang out. The producer will be back. It's going to be a good show. It's going to be well run. A little bit better than tonight on the graphic situation. So check out themattramage.com and come hang out Sunday night. And we're going to do a few comments here. I see people are rolling in here. Vince will be back. You know what I mean? Fabulous producer. Big shout out to him over there. Happy birthday to his pops. Look at that. Matt woke up, made this fun. You know what I mean? The early game, I might do an early game. I might do a noon game. I would like to do that Vikings game. That's at 8:30 in the morning or something. I'm not sure I'm going to be getting involved in that. Might do a noon game, but if I don't, I'll probably do a pregame show. Maybe go live before the Packer game. Make it more about the Packers on Sunday. But Super Mac will be back. Actually, Super Mac is here. If I could find him real quick, he's up here. I can never find him, that stuff, because I'm not used to it. But right here we go. Super Mac, he didn't make an appearance today, but he'll be making an appearance on Sunday. But here we go. We are going to wrap this thing up, I think. Appreciate everyone tuning in. Go Pack Go. Shout out to Kwik Trip being the greatest gas station in the world. Great sponsor. Also, Nicolet Law. Shout out to both of them. And we are out of here. Go Pack Go, people.